What's going on, family? What's going on? We are back on the Smokers Lounge. I am your host, Chris Cyphers. We're coming from Raul versus Root Words debate on the brother Truth Searchers channel. And this is the after party spot. So we're going to chill and wait till the fam come through. And, we can get into these discussions. Peace and love to everybody. Shout out to everybody. Hope everybody having a great evening through these times. Shout out to This I Am. What's going on, brother? I see you. Throw this link in the chat. Yeah. But you know how we do. We chilling. Punk ass Red Squid gonna come over. He gonna have to come and look. He gonna click that link. You see this setup, boy? You see this shit? Yo, failing ass channel. This nigga's a fucking fail. He's lonely. But yeah, fam come through. Like, right. Where's the digression? It's crazy. Like, this shit. Man, oh man, oh man. I think I'm about to talk some shit until the fan gets in here. No. Yo. Look at this fat motherfucker. This nigga said we never seen his belly. How we know he fat? This mother big square box head, fat body built ass nigga. This is how we know you fat. Nigga, you have no neck. You have no Your chain is hanging from the back of your shoulders, bitch, nigga. The fuck you talking about? Oh shit, what's good, Raul?
Peace, bro. Peace, bro. And peace to the to the smoker lounge, to the chat.
Right. Yeah, I'm just going on this dead squid ass nigga. Like he comes and talks shit with this pale ass fucking tank top, and it's like, how we call you fat because we know you fat, nigga. Like, look at you, nigga. Like, but look
Even
at,
him said that. When he first
right. It's
started
like,
coming live, he said, "Damn, I'm getting fat and shit ain't all this, whatever." You know, he said that. You know, you tell the truth, bro.
right. Like, look, come on. Like, we can tell in this picture you have no neck, bro. Your chain is hanging on shoulders, bro. Like, come on, bro. And like, look at all this. We can see the double strap, which means you got a sports bra holding your tits upright, which making you seem like you got a little chest. Nah, bro, we can tell you're fat, bro. Like, get the fuck out of here, bro. My foot is gonna be on this nigga's neck for life, bro. Like, for life. Like, this nigga just needs to shut the fuck up. Anywhere he come through, he just needs to shut the fuck up. Or I mean, I'm just literally just gonna keep coming at this nigga's neck like 24/7. Like 24. But it ain't about me, you know what I'm saying? It's about y'all. Y'all had the dope dialogue, the dope bill, you know what I'm saying? And peace out to everybody that's coming through. So I'm gonna let y'all go and have y'all discussion and let y'all finish building on that, man. Respects to y'all.
Yo,
Peace,
salute
peace, man.
ciphers, man. Salute.
Peace and light, brother. Peace and light, brother. Peace and light, Dane. Peace, Raw. Peace, Raw. Good build, man.
Peace,
Everybody,
bro. Good, good.
hope your face ain't beat up too bad, man. It's all good.
Can I say this though? Right? Because as y'all see the debate went, right? Everybody asked him question. So meaning that I don't know they need to get deeper information and understanding. And the next thing is that there was two brothers that come on the panel. You know what I'm saying? I know this, okay, Dan kind of stayed in the middle, but somebody else came on the panel and they was supporting everything I was saying and giving fitting in everything that I was in. You know what I'm saying? I was leaving out. So basically, I was in. That showed me that I was on the right path. Like what I'm saying is not wrong. It's not made up information.
I think that you showed like I've never been the type to say a person right or wrong. I say a person could show me a source, they did the half of science. So I think you did at least half of science in showing the source. But I think that after we were done and everybody was like, okay, it was almost done. Like you said, man, the other dude came up there and just fucked you all the way over, man. Just like,
Nah,
I don't know where he
I
just
don't call that fuck though. I don't call that fuck, bro.
He kind of did take your momentum down, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna say he messed your information up, but you had a good momentum. You had a smooth momentum. It was very chill, and you was at a good pace. But I think he kind of messed your pace up at that point.
I think I kind of let him speak. I think I kind of let him speak all the way because, like I said, when he came in, he hit right on the head, saying that he don't feel that word was on topic. You got what I'm saying? When I so improved like on topic, like what my point was. So at
But
that
at the
point,
beginning, you did
quick.
a lot of stumbling.
I kind of did, but when I get my water, I was right getting straight. I get straight to the information. But like I said, when the brother came in, you get what I'm saying. I already finished the debate. It was just a dialogue, like between us going back and forth. You know what I'm saying? So when he came with information that you know what I'm saying that I was insane, so there was no point for me to trying to take the life from. I just let him go ahead and spit out all the information, which support like everything I was saying. It wasn't like his information was going against what I was saying. It was going against what Word was saying. So
this is what I'm saying right here. Like, of course I'm gonna say I won. Of course I'm gonna say that. Of course you're gonna say you won, but I mean I think you showed some decent information, and I couldn't put the knockout punch, or I couldn't tap you out until dude came on and admitted the maroon thing. That was before the tap out, bro. That was before the knockout.
So let me say something. If
I'm trying to give you credit, man. Come on.
I know you're trying. Let me ask you this. If admitted us being called the maroon make you win, like How I don't know what was the point
What
of
the
that.
fuck you mean that don't? What the fuck you mean he admitted that they
Okay.
called him maroon don't make me win? I win with flying colors. That was a knockout punch. That was a straight. I went under your punch and I came up with a 1-2 with a kick. There's no better.
Okay, so
But
hold on, bro. Let me say this, bro. Just because like I said, just because we agree with you that the European colors maroon, that doesn't mean we was maroon, bro. That's what I say. The argument was.
you agree
Let me
with
say
it.
this, bro. Let me
It
say
was the
this.
closest what they knew of a maroon,
Right,
though.
let me
This
say
is
this,
the
bro.
thing.
The argument was, are we indigenous, bro? The argument was, are the Taínos indigenous to America, bro? And I show and prove that we was indigenous to both the island and
That wasn't
America.
the argument.
Um,
That wasn't the argument. I said the argument is Tiano is not your real name. Your real name is Maroons. That was the argument.
Okay, and I show improve and I show improve on the so let me clarify, bro.
Y'all niggas funny, bro.
Hey, Naughty, am I the devil? Am I the
Nadia,
devil?
yeah, you
Nadia,
the devil.
but
Yeah,
Nadia, let me say this, Nadia, let me say this, Nadia. Let me say this, Nadia. He said that, or we call our. I mean, he said that we call ourselves. You said that we call ourselves, or they call us maroon. Which one are you saying?
I'm saying that you my brother and you a Maroon.
Oh,
after the fact, they called you Taino and Arawak.
There you go. Facts.
But check it now. Who playing a playback, yo?
they that's why I don't agree with, bro, because I went on the website and showed that they did not call us Tainos, bro. They call us maroon, like he said, and I agree with that. That's not a debate to me. But when it comes to Taino, that is, and we are that's how we refer to ourselves. Even to today, there's the people still refer to themselves like that. And I show that they have the headquarters in Puerto Rico, in New Jersey, and in Florida. The real and how they
Right, and
even
I was gonna say that too. The Taino and the Arawak actually come from the mainland to the islands.
period.
The
Okay,
indigenous people,
I mean, in Florida
the
too, bro.
indigenous
Florida.
people of the islands, the indigenous people of the islands are
In
Siboney.
Florida, the island, Puerto Rico, and Florida, also in Central America, bro.
How about this? Y'all the Tiano Maroons.
Oh, hell
And then
no.
the Tianos are really a different aspect of islanders, though. They basically coming out in like the Palauan area to the mainland and Palauan. That's really where they main basis is. You have
Bro, if I could share my screen, bro, I don't know if you allow me to do that. I could read from the horse's mouth, bro, from the chief from Puerto Rico, bro. That he himself, bro, they give a history from 1942. You got what I'm saying? How with the European trying to take them out, erase their language and their culture, but they prevailed. That shit did not happen. But when it come to him, bro, he said that the Moors it did happen to the most because they failed, but us we never fail. That's how we keep our language. We keep that. So when Christopher Columbus came in contact with us, we was already speaking our native tongue, and while they were trying to take that away from us, we still keep that even to today, and he's not
But what
lying.
was he calling y'all? What was he calling y'all?
We don't man, we don't care about that because I agree with you that they was calling us all type of name, bro. I agree with you on how on all they was calling us all type of name. So the real
yeah.
thing is, are we indigenous, bro? What they're saying about us doesn't make us not indigenous.
I did not say your bloodline did not come from here. Don't put that in my conversation. I did not say that. I said that your bloodline has some type of maroon name in it. You could be the Tiano, you could be the Airwalk, fine, but it's the Airwalkian Maroons.
No, you said European. We're European. That's what you're saying.
No, I didn't say nothing like that. I said they're calling you brown people. They call you
Hey,
brown.
Root,
My fault.
saying is you putting the forward slash on maroon and putting more after it. They saying you saying maroon / more and
Yeah, I sure am. I certainly am. Yeah.
Definitely, they definitely doing that.
That was the debate. You know, I ain't saying that they ain't from here. Just that's not even the maroon. You know what I'm saying? the Tiano Maroon.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, if that was the debate, you kind of make me feel like I was debating you for nothing. I mean, I don't know who's gonna debate what the oppressor called them, bro. If nigga hate you like to the point that you wanna go to war with you, he call you anything.
I don't know what you're saying. I just know the debate was I was going to take the word Arawaki in the way and put the word maroon in. And I showed you I could. And you can't take it away. But I could be a peace treaty and I can sign a contract and say, okay, I'll put Tiana back out.
But you made all of that up.
I took that word, no man.
I don't know what the hell is going on like with the way. Like,
and I freestyle that shit. I'm telling you, man. I'm a free man. I freestyle that too. Bro.
That's what you did. You freestyle that shit all the way, all the fucking way. Ain't none of that fiction. What they call it, non-fiction. None of that non-fiction.
You should stay out of it, Nadi, man. I would never.
Hey, Nadi, you ain't lying because he been preaching the same thing on his channel, so he mastered that and memorized that shit.
Yeah. He got that rap.
Hell yeah.
It's called learning.
Called programming.
How y'all feel about them dangerous ass riots in America?
A long time coming.
Ambivalent.
I just think he's a reason that it's not us, it's them.
Say what?
I say I just know, and I just know and think that is a reason that it's us. I mean, it's them, it's not us.
My fault, no disrespect. I ain't understanding it. What you mean? It's not. I ain't understanding what you mean.
Is them that you say? How do I feel about the people outside protesting, right? And I'm saying all I know is that there is a reason why it's them protesting and it's not us doing it.
Oh, interesting. What you mean? Like them white people or some shit?
Well, it's kind of like a multitude, but I think it just like sleep.
Ain't that weird though? Like, I'm starting to hear too that it's a whole bunch of Antifa that comes from like other cities and going in there doing that shit too.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah, it's just
that's a bunch of cops. It's a bunch of cops, bro.
Yeah, cause it's crazy thing is like now they finding a lot of pile of like bricks and cement blocks, like anonymous bricks and cement blocks around different riot areas and shit.
Watch it. Can I share something a little bit? Just a little bit.
You can go.
Okay, so y'all know we under a new king already, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the queen has been obsolete. Her whole generation from the last 400-500 years has been fraud. So Trump already knew this. This supposed to have been going down since 2001. This information been out, but they try to change hand to by the coat of arms through the House of Orange in 2013. But Trump already knew this. When Trump gave his site and said, "I'm coming to drain the swamp," he was trying to give everyone a message that he's not coming in like under the status quo. He's coming in under the representation of this new king. And right now, Trump is holding the crown until the king actually goes into the palace and sits on the throne. And that's what's going on. So the king, what's supposed to be happening is over 6,000 patents of free energy supposed to come out to the people. Taxes on the land supposed to go away, be done with. Re-innovation of the land is supposed to get done to the people. So right now it's just it's their own people trying to cause a coup within the new government that's coming in, or the new rule, the new reign.
And they want our support.
Right. It's the old house trying to not allow the new way to come in.
Oh, okay.
So they promote all this bullshit, right? So we can be on a rule of thumb under we need they order to keep us in and out of chaos.
So you're saying that?
Go ahead.
I thought you was done. Go ahead, brother.
No, go ahead. I'm willing to answer a question now.
Damn. So damn. What was I thinking? So you saying that like you saying that there's a king, but Do you think that it's going to be that easy for him to take out the old guard without everybody going? My fault. Let me start this all the way over. So you saying that the Corona 40 days and 40 nights, because that's what happened, 40 days, 40 nights, and then now they trying to bring us into a kingship, which is a contract. Is that what you're
Well,
saying?
he's the king of most of the land except America. He's just gonna be the governor of America. You can't be the
Who?
king of America. I forget the dude named John. He's gonna be named King John the Third. That's his new name.
Hold on. So you connecting? Hold on. See, there's some weird shit that happened when the Queen of England, her son, detached from her and said, "Look, me and the black woman, we going back to Canada." And now
Oh,
Hmm.
yeah. But hold on. This is how deep it get right there. They left Canada. Now they stand with Tyler Perry down there, motherfucking the homosexual man
In America,
in
right? That's
America.
why. That's why he married an American so he can be naturalized in America and not be under the tyranny of the new king.
Wow, that's deep. Or maybe that motherfucker
hell
is gonna
yeah.
be the new king or some shit.
So the dude is basically going to be the king of the world and just governor of America. That's the only reason he's going to be governor, because America is still the base of our trade of commerce. So he's going to be governing the commerce in and out of America. So we still have a president, and I'm thinking the president is Trump, the last president. He's the last president. Ain't going to be no more presidents after Trump. Believe that. If I'm wrong, I take a shot in the ass, but I think
No,
I'm pretty
you're
much
right.
right. Pretty much right. I've been seeing this shit from years.
But that's the number 9 too, which is scary
The,
because I'm
the
having a little
Pope,
faith in
the
Trump.
Pope, the Pope retires this year. He gonna resign, not retire, resign. So there ain't gonna be no more popes. Um, there's no more queen. The queen, she already out. They already changing over the house, the whole land, taking down the old shield and putting up the new shield. The King John the Third, I think King James the Third. It could be James or John, one of the two. And he has a emblem of like a three stripes, like the third three stripes. He made his whole new house, a whole new fucking house he made,
Yo,
and it's
Hey,
Naughty.
pretty cool.
hey,
It's
Yo,
pretty
Naughty.
cool.
hey,
Yes.
Natty, can I say something? Natty, right before you go, bro. And guess I'm about to make a prophecy, right? And y'all hold me to that, right? The next election or whatever they have in Haiti, right, is gonna be a king, a queen, and a priest. We ain't gonna have no president again.
So Naughty, you think do it? You think it seemed like Princess Diana planted some of them seeds? Because I just heard earlier that another reason they had to knock her off was because she was about to spill some stuff about Epstein back then, but now the Epstein shit is out now.
Diana knew about everything. She knew they and Harry and I think it was Harry. He really denounced the ass because he was like, "Damn, this is what this all about. This is why y'all killed my mom." Because
Exactly.
she knew what was going on. She knew what was up.
So he got an interesting legacy he inherited just through her though.
Right.
Yeah, because they make believe that man the empires is dead, but the empires never died. They just made it public.
And all of them is coming out of rule by way of um the Council of Nicaea, Turkey. It was
Like,
13 families altogether. One
like,
family was lost. That's the family that just coming about now. That the new guy.
hey, that's why when they killed our emperor, they cut that nigga up to 13 pieces. That was a sacrifice to the 13th colony. Damn.
Perhaps. But
I
yeah,
don't
that's
know. I think
bullshit, bro.
what Trump is saying is I know he said some weird shit about, let me make sure I say the words right. He said we're gonna follow Bible law. He said the Bible is in law now.
Oh
Basically.
yeah. Well, that's what I was gonna say. Um, okay, so we're gonna basically be going back to constitutional law, right? So it's either or. if you're indigenous Nubian, really what you're gonna be seen as copper colored copper person, you're gonna fall under the UNIA Constitution. If you're a foreigner of by pale descent, you're gonna fall under the United States Constitution. Unless you made your own declaration. If you made your own declaration, you fall under your declaration. But if someone has already implemented already a declaration for you, and you haven't done it for yourself, you fall under that declaration by default. So the Nubian people, the black dark skinned people, has a declaration, has a constitution which falls under the UNIA. So people, you still got to put in your declarations. You still got to do your corrector status. If you don't, you're gonna be under either or representation. So you better catch yourself. Or you could fall under a couple of the indigenous nations that's here on this land that's already in representation by other nations. You can fall under their constitution too.
But what if a person like we going back to like common law, like you know what I'm saying? Like what I'm looking at, which I could be wrong, but what I'm looking at is a whole bunch of the so-called third person shit is getting cut out. Like
Yeah.
like Europe ain't allowed back over here. 90% of Africa ain't allowed back over here. Certain parts of the Middle East ain't allowed back over here. China allowed back over here. So
Let me get the people in a little info in the chat right quick. Um, Take a pen and paper. I'm gonna give you my email. That way you can contact me and I can kind of help and guide you in making declaration for yourself. Or you can contact Root Words. He has it on point. I'm pretty sure Raul should have it on point. I've been dealing with him for a while now. And someone else said something else in the chat. Someone said um oh, the 13th signs. They just found a 13th zodiac. No, actually, they been had a 13th zodiac, and by the change when they added into the patriarch, they took out the 13th and subtracted 24% off the zodiac um
They expanded
wheel
Scorpio.
wheel. So what they doing now, since the house changed and we in the Aquarius, I think it is now. I think they supposed to be going back to the 13th 13 zodiacs
Yeah, no,
because
like Illusion said, they expanded the Scorpio. If you look and you look at the information under the Scorpio zodiac, it's actually made up of three signs. It's a scorpion, a eagle, and a dragon. And from my research, the 13th sign was the dragon. So that shit crazy that you just said that, bro.
Yeah, you got to look up
Mhm.
Ophiuchus. It's the snake handler, which was originally a ancient god called Vanth, Vanth. And that was
Yeah, it's
from
weight to that.
the
It's weight to that for
pre-Sumerian.
sure.
But like it's been depicted in a lot of different cultures. Like they have one of the gods has a snake in their hand, and they're in charge of liberty and justice and vengeance and stuff.
Mhm.
and
That's
they just
is that the one with the that's the one that looked like a dragon with the wings, or the lion that looked like with the wings?
Um, the lion with the
Because
wings is Chimera, isn't it?
the lion with the wings, who they represent as Yahuda,
Oh, Ahura
Yahweh,
Mazda. Yeah,
yeah, and
Zoroastrian.
right, and the other one is supposed to be those supposed to be the two controllers of this world, supposedly,
Marduk.
and yeah, Marduk them, but yeah, I ain't gonna get that deep on them.
But I
Yeah,
digress.
yeah, I digress.
I had two roots in the house. He's the
Yeah,
root of
Roots is a
aggression.
good brother, man, for real. Oh, let me get my email out so the people know can, if they want to contact. Or Chad Modoc, he have some information. He can help the people. Boom, boom, boom. But my email is Rosnati at Gmail. That's Ross, RASNAITI. Robert Adam Sam Nancy Adam Igloo Tango Igloo at gmail.com.
I mean, you know one thing I'm starting to think?
Hmm.
I'm starting to think if we walk in court and start talking Latin, didn't say learn it. Okay, if it don't come from this land, fine. Fine. I'm not even on that. Whatever happened, they put that as the lawful language. So if it comes from Europe, if it comes from Mars, that's what they saying it is. And I think if we start assisting that shit to language in law, I think that's the writ language or the habeas corpus language and the writ of certiorari and you know what I'm saying, the writ of madness, you know what I'm saying, mandamus and shit.
Bro,
What?
if,
I think that's what I thought. That's what the Moors did, anyways. I'm surprised. That's what.
if, but if you said that 200 years ago, Root, I'd be in totally agreement with you, bro. But today, I say I'm not because we're not even cited up under the patriarchal rule any longer. We're not under that law of reasoning no more. The Latin thing was like basically the words of God rewritten for today's time. So again, they put it in law. That's how it coincides with law in the Catholic Church because it's the same. You understand? It coincides.
But
But
you
with
spoke about right.
go ahead, go ahead.
Let's say earlier you spoke about like the popes and them. You know they still carrying that will, and you talking about a new king. And I don't know if you know is still carrying that same will.
No, 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 no. The new king coming in. See this whole astrological time we in now has changed over the period from patriarch back over to matriarch. That,
But
Yep.
like
Yep.
you said,
Age of Aquarius.
yeah, it's bringing it back in. So it's happening regardless,
but yeah,
spiritually,
like you said,
astrologically, and physically. It's happening. What
yeah.
happens above, as above, so below.
But,
So they're not gonna lead it, bro.
but yeah, but get what I'm saying is that like they've been rewriting that will, like you've been saying, and the Pope they've been doing that through the Pope and the Queen, and now they're changing the system, they're rewriting it again with the new kings. We're not realizing that, but we said that they did it, and yet while we say they did it, they're doing it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Just by having a king in itself is in that representation. I can't take that away from you. You're right. You're totally right on that. But here in this era in America, it gives you more of a freedom because you're not going to be traded any longer. You're not going to be see the treaty of 1706, 1708 or 1706. I want to say '06 is what actually put America under the bondage of England, of the Brits.
And that was with that was with the help of the Council of Nicaea, like you said, and who was in charge, but like the Pope and them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
So what
Um,
I'm saying is that they're trying to rewrite that when they come with the new king, they're still gonna
but
have a string on us, like trying to pin
but
all of us.
but
Like
that's what I'm trying to show you though. Okay, so the Pope is different than new King is the same, but it's different. They have their divinity by way of the Jesus Christ thing. But the Pope, remember, no, the first Pope was Peter. You know what I'm saying? And from that Pope came Constantine, and from Constantine came the Maximilius, which that's how your royalty came out through that Council of Nicaea, through that divinity there. But it was all because of the Jesus Christ
but
thing.
let me say this, Nadi. I know you agree with me that because you agree you're the one that bring up that uh the help came from our people. although we point that it came from Haiti, but I didn't really base sit on that. I kind of base it on the native people, right? So the divinity going to come through us. But remember the like let's try gonna go back on the Bible a little bit. Remember they spoke about the Antichrist that's going to come first. So they and then he going to rule I think for 7 years or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So of course they're going to they you know they're going to try to swing the hook so they could catch as or the net they could catch as many fish as they can. You know what I'm saying? But like it's already written. The you know what I'm saying the divinity is coming from us. That's kind of like why I said that I was gonna I wanted to make a prophecy that you know what I'm saying the next time we're gonna have election in Haiti, we're gonna have a king and a queen, and it's not gonna be for not until like 7 years. After the president is not gonna go, he's gonna stay for another period of time, and then after that, we're not gonna have no president. You know what I'm saying? And for 4 years, that's gonna give the king. You know what I'm saying? It's 7 years, 7 years, because it's not gonna last for the 8 years. It's gonna fail. You know what I'm saying? And after that, we're gonna rise.
Mm-hmm. Well, we're gonna hold you to that one here, ass.
Yeah. Hold me with that.
Where oh man.
So what the little act they haven't played, it's just like watch it play, because everything that's written must come to pass. It's just what it plays, just don't fall for it. Just read between it.
Star Platinum, big up I. Big up um Hexicant 8008. Big up Satara's Love. Big up my boy Chad Modoc. Long time, Chad. I've been looking for you, big man. What part you there, man? Which part is you there?
What's going on, Star? How you doing, brother?
Hell yeah, thanks to the
look
God.
like Star wanna come up. Mr. Cook,
Yeah,
brother Cook, what's
I
going
dropped
on,
the
brother Cook?
I dropped the link. I'll drop for him. Come on, Star. I'll drop for you, bro. Just come up.
Yes, Star.
Oh, yeah.
I want to hear him and Root. Him and Root go in. Him and Root. Yeah. Them some Lady Leg 75. Blessed thy Empress. Ernest Griffin. Hail up, King. Appreciate. Oh, that's the this I am the real illusion. This I am the illusion. That's my boy. I like he. That's my partner there. He on what we know, ain't he?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, all right. Yes, I.
Hell yeah. He's a good brother, man.
Yeah. Oh, you're dead there. All right, I see you. Over by your gate, so yeah, man. Big Monday.
Hey, hi. Hello. How? No hello, but high heaven. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no hello. We high heaven in here. We opening up the gates, man. What's happening with everybody? How everybody doing, man? I love everybody, man. Whatever, man. Hey, look, man. This energy be moving, man. I don't know if people understand this energy, man. This energy thing, real, man. And it can destroy. It can create. It can do anything. It's basically the energy is like the imagination. Whatever you thinking, your energy, however you moving, if it's collective body, that can shape and shift all kind of things, man. This energy. My bad. I know I'm getting impulsive, but I'm just I just dropped in. I've been talking a lot of things. I've been freestyling, rapping, doing a music thing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm amped right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm drinking a little bit, so excuse my behavior right now. But I love my people, man. Go ahead though, but yeah.
Yeah, we loving it, man. We receiving that energy. We ain't pushing it at all. We pulling it in. You know what I say?
Yeah.
All right.
Man, like I was saying, I don't know. I know there might be some issues with other brothers like Red Squid. There was a conversation we was having when I was talking about the phones and stuff. Like this energy thing, the phones. I was saying it's like I don't know if anybody remember Ghostbusters. I was talking about this last time I was on. But it sucks our energy, bro. It's like an energy absorber. This technology is like this. It's pulling us into this shit, bro. Like literally, like sucking niggas into this shit, bro.
Yeah.
Where there was a time.
Too?
Go ahead.
In Ghostbusters 2, he was doing experiments, putting negative energy into the air of the room, and then putting positive energy to see which reacted and how it reacted to measure it, to get the energy from it. Like
Man,
remember he had the little girl with the puppy, and he was like, see how happy she is.
But do you, my brother, do you remember the cartoon version though of Ghostbusters though?
Yeah, I got it on DVD.
And with that, do y'all remember the boogie? Do y'all remember the boogeyman?
Yeah.
The boogeyman, that motherfucker exists in the dream world. And this, I know this might sound crazy, man, but I'm telling you, I was talking to Cyphers. I was saying like, okay, we was having a conversation about the dream part, how you could take things into your dream and that you make right here in this reality. But I was speaking of the reversal. Okay, if that can work that way, well, how can we do things in our dream where we can manifest things in our reality, in the awakened state? Thanks. That's still a thing. I don't know. I know it. Like I said, you heard it from me. I don't want to say like I'm trying to copy or anybody trying to copy. I'm just saying that's an idea right now. How do we turn that dream world into our reality, the shit that we want to see in our reality, in our awakened state? Because if it works one way, it gotta work the other way too. But the rules are different. I was saying this before. The rules are different though in that realm. Certain things, like I said, I can open the door and it might be like matter of fact, Cypher, we were supposed to come back. We were supposed to come back to that and say, okay, what type of experience did you have? Because I just had a recent experience where I had a dream. I woke up and it was cloudy outside. So what the fuck was that about? So why the fuck when I woke up, the weather is weird. To me, it's something that took place in my dream that affected this reality when I woke up in this shit. You know what I'm saying? Certain things, it may be small changes, but my thing is locating what takes place after a certain experience happens within the dream world. Because you're gonna see a certain. Go ahead.
So I think Chris can kind of agree with that. With alchemy. Alchemy is a tool that we can use to bring things from the dream world or from the astral world into our reality. And I think alchemy was open knowledge to their ancestors like the Mayans and the Egyptian. But today it's hidden knowledge, you know what I'm saying, to the secret society. So like
no,
like
it
said,
is.
What? No, it's not.
Go ahead.
I mean, when I say, I mean, it's not to the one that guided that guided probably in their own way, and that's that if somebody come in contact or they on their own, they're probably trying to spread it out, but on the mainstream is hidden knowledge. You know what I'm saying?
You can look up how to do plant alchemy. You can look up metallurgy. Like any of the sciences are readily available in books and videos, documentaries, mini-series.
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, go ahead. My bad. I don't think that's what they telling us like good things. You got what I'm saying? How we can meditate. You got what I'm saying? Try to think, brings a certain thought into reality. But I don't think they talking about like how I could literally like dream about me in a car. You got what I'm saying? And I literally bring this car over here so I can show start like what type of car I was talking about, because he can really understand, because we don't have this type of car in this world. So that's kind of what I'm talking about, is us like kind of like is more like not just like a spiritual aspect, but a physical aspect. So I think today is like I don't think we
And,
that.
Raul, I think a lot of people missed that conversation because I did say about how I was dealing with Freddy Krueger watching movies when I made nunchucks in the realm the wake when I'm awoke versus dreaming, and I had those nunchucks in my dream because I was like, I'm gonna use these damn nunchucks to fight Freddy Krueger. But what I'm saying, if it can work that way, where I make something in a reality of awakened state, it gotta work some way, the same way in that realm too, where whatever take place there is something that takes place when I come out of there, where I see something that, and it could be a motherfucking fly just flying around, but it's because of something that took place in that realm. That's why it happened, type shit.
Yeah,
I know that.
that's
It
why.
sounds weird. I know it sounds weird, man. I'm just understand, man.
I think it's all tied together because the way I said what I said, you got what I'm saying? Because I kind of said that, yo, I'm in my dream that I was in a type of car that we don't have in this world. And I was trying to explain it to you, but you can't really understand. So I bring the car out of my dream into this reality. But what you said on the reversal aspect, you said that you make some type of weapon in this reality and you was able to take it to your dream. And if you do that, you were supposed to bring something out of your dream. And that's what my point was in the first.
And now check this out. Raul. I'm gonna add to what you just said. Certain music. I've been able to have certain dreams about certain sounds where I pulled it out of my dream and was able to recreate it.
Yeah.
So now that's proof that we're able to do that. But I'm not gonna say that I quite know completely how it works, but I know that it's I know it's a possibility. That's all I'm saying. That's all I was ever saying. Like it's like we can take from our dreams and it can be in this reality and we can manifest that shit. But the rules are different in that realm versus the awakened state, like like what we call reality. The rules are a little different. This shit worked differently on both sides. Like it worked this way on that side, and on the other side, that shit worked that way. You know what I'm saying? But that's really all I was really trying to get at. But go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's fair. That's why when the brother said alchemy is kind of open knowledge, like it's open on the spiritual aspect. That's why a lot of people they go, like you said, do the song the way you do. Like even I think it's DMX. They said I think he said that he never whenever he go to the studio, he just play the beat and then he just go to sleep. And then whenever he just wake up, you got to say, and then he just start spitting. You got what I'm saying?
That's not alchemy. Alchemy is basic chemistry from the olden days. Like you're talking about sonic science, which is I understand the science of what you're talking about, but calling it alchemy is just inaccurate.
No, but what I'm saying, when he went to sleep,
you're making medicines out of plants, that's alchemy. If you're working with base metals to make elixirs and different compounds, that's alchemy. I mean, manifesting things is not alchemy. That's just simple energy transference. You're taking the imaginary realm of your dreams and bringing that energy with you into your waking world and manifesting it into tangible physical reality.
But wouldn't that still be transmutation, which is a law of alchemy? You know what I'm saying? The whole point of it to transmute one energy into a form of another.
Yeah, that's what you're doing.
Foundational level.
Yeah, I'll agree to that.
Yeah, that's what you're doing with the planets. So we're talking about like where we can do that with our thoughts. And the brother said that he was able to do that, you know what I'm saying? Make a song. And I went deeper and show like DMX, that's kind of what he said. But what we was talking about,
explained it a lot more clearly, that was all.
Yeah. But kind of what I said, what more right now I said that's hidden, the hidden part of it is like is the physical part, like where, you know what I'm saying? Just like
what I want to say, let me add to that, Raul, because I mean you said you hitting on some stuff, but see there's another part of where this I may not even have the thought of a certain thing, but I still may dream it. Where are those things taking place to where like I'm able to access certain things I never even thought about ever in life? So to me, there's like a certain I don't, I don't want to say computer shit, but like there's a certain realm that where there's a certain access to certain information to where it's set aside somewhere that people can pull ideas from that they never had that idea in their life ever, but they're able to access it. How what is happening when that takes place?
Can I say this?
Go ahead.
I think it's three worlds. I think you have the physical world, you have the spiritual world, and you have the nether world. You know what I'm saying? So I think that information, like you said, or that dream that we had, I think it's coming from the nether world. You know what I'm saying? That's why we can probably meet our ancestors that passed on there. You know what I'm saying? And we could like even
But
see other things that we haven't met that's from the future.
now, Raul, that goes to say that these access points, like everything, like to me, like all right, you're not able to even go into the future if it's not already predestined. Let's go into predestination. There's a
Yeah,
lot of
that's
things
why I
that's
said.
already there for you to, because you wouldn't be able to do it if it wasn't already there. And that's just my thinking. Like, okay, it's already there for you to do that shit. It's already there for you to grab a hold of to a certain thought, for you to access these certain things, because that's what's ready available for any capacity of imagination.
Yeah, that's why I don't know if I was able to put that clear. That's why I said there is what we call the neither world, like where that's the world that is neither the spiritual world or it neither the physical world, and that's where everything is. That's the source of everything. That's where the physical coming from. That's where the spiritual is coming from. So when we're able to go there, like you said, that we can bring things. You know what I'm saying? From whether the past or the future, because it's neither world. That's where everything is made.
And see, even with the with the dream world, how I think that's another, to me, that's a way, that's a passageway to eternity. The dream realm, the thought, just the thought alone
Hmm.
is a passageway to eternity, where you do have eternal life. Even though this physical thing we talking about, we able to think about these certain things that we think about, but this dream reality, everybody's, most people, I don't want to speak for everybody, but I'm just saying people have dreams. So obviously these things take place in somewhere. There's not a definite location. Nobody can accurately define or measure it, but it's expansive, and it's infinite.
But that's the thing, because you pulling it in the neither world, because the neither
Can
world
I
can be the past or the future. So
can
you
I
put
can
it
I
in
get
the
in?
go ahead.
Can I big up her?
Mhm.
Okay, so when you're having dream and premonitions and things of the sort here, right? It's actually you tapping into yourself. Um, your memories, is that what it is? Or memories? It's already pre-existed. So even the Akashi record, when people say they tapping in it, they actually going into their genetic code and becoming an awareness of oneself.
Can I
This
say
is
this
this
now?
is
If you
yeah,
said
go.
that you tap into your Akashic record, and I said that also, do we tap into the same record?
Yeah, cause we are the same. We have the same genetics in we. We have the same memory base of information inside of we. We sharing the same information. You and I,
Mhm.
everyone. We got a liver. We have a heart. We have a five fingers on one hand, five on the next. This is a genetic trait that we all share. That's in memory. That's in memory how to survive on this terraform. You understand? So every aspect of our memory, even when we come from the cosmos, that's genetically imprinted in us too. So when we tapping into stuff, our dreams, our sight, we actually tap in back into our memories. we don't learn shit. We never learn anything. We just remembering things.
Facts.
Catch on to what how it go. Because
No,
we are ancient. We are ancient. You know what I mean? We from stardust. So be it said. You know what I'm saying? Or we are the creation of darkness, which they call the black matter or the dark matter. That's
so
we have knowledge of ancient. We
so
have that. Go ahead.
when you said that, that's kind of deep to me. That's resonated with me because when I use the chakra system, right? Uh, they say the crown chakra is where is where the most high supposed to be resonate. You know what I'm saying? And I said that as the most high, you know what I'm saying, you had to kind of uh come down your throne. You know what I'm saying? And and become man. You know what I'm saying? In order um in order to basically you had to dismember or dissemble yourself. You know what I'm saying? Dissemble from your throne or descended from your throne. You know what I'm saying? In order to remember yourself or to put yourself back on the throne. You know what I'm saying?
Now let me say now. I said some things in the past where I said we all of us got a certain piece of the grand scheme of things, man. I said this a while. I said this a while ago. When we all the big picture of all of this of everything, man. Everything that exists, all this devil, Satan, God, all of this stuff. It's all one thing. There is no separation.
Hey, can
There
I say
is
this,
none.
bro?
Go
Why
go
you
ahead. Go ahead. Go
why
ahead.
you saying this, bro? My bad for cutting you, bro. Not bad for real. Why you saying this, bro? I think somebody asked, what do I think about or why do we think about all the protesting going around? You got what I'm saying? And all I said, I just think that there is a reason why it's them, it's not us, bro. And it's crazy, like how you saying that. You got what I'm saying? So, to me,
I,
is go ahead.
One thing,
I,
one thing
go
the
ahead. Go ahead.
Bible
Now,
teaches you, right? Um, when they give you an implantation of or an example of um, God throwing the devil out of the heavens, right? It's actually a representation of you um, knowing the difference between good and evil and containing the evil inside of you to become a perfect righteousness. So it's not actually giving you a time history of a certain event. It's giving you a time history of all events. If you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, but if you want to go further, it's more giving you a cycle even. You know what I'm saying? That's why the ancient people was able to look into the stars and know what's going on because it was the same cycle. So once you had the pattern of the cycle, then you understand.
but see, this what y'all just said that brings up the example of a lion needing a deer to eat. Is the lion guilty for being hungry where his necessary habitat is for him to eat the deer or eat the motherfucking antelope? You know what I'm saying? So to me, it's not necessarily a
Now,
good
can I
or evil. Like that come later into who
Yeah,
can I
benefits from a
you
certain
know what?
thing. You know what I'm
You
can I
know
saying?
what?
hold on,
Go
right?
ahead, go ahead, go ahead,
I'm about to
go
pass it
ahead.
back to you, but you gotta ask the question better, right? Is the deer is the only food that the fox eat? You know what I'm saying? Because you have to understand, bro. The deer is like a living thing. You got what I'm saying? Or a living being. You got what I'm saying? Just like the fox. You know what I'm saying? So if the fox are able to eat certain thing, that's
But
not.
no,
Oh,
that's
I
not what
see.
I'm saying. No,
I
that's
mean
No,
not what
no,
I'm
to say
no,
saying.
that.
That's not what I'm
no,
saying, bro.
no.
That's not what I'm
I,
saying, though,
let
bro.
me let me let me get it. Let me get it. Let me get it.
Go ahead.
Um um I understand what you're saying, right? But the animal in itself is only a beast of the field. When man has the ability to decipher good and evil.
But it didn't
Um
come. That ain't. That didn't
Exactly.
come. That don't come till later. That don't come till later. That don't come till later development, though, bro.
um actually
And when,
actually
when, when people start creating certain machines to give advantage over other motherfuckers, where it's is similar to still in the it's still similar to the jungle too. If you can
Okay.
create a certain contraption to give you a certain advantage over a motherfucker, that's still the same thing. It still is a predatory type of existence also. So you
You
can't
ever had two
overlook
babies?
overlook that.
You ever had
But
two babies sitting together and one baby have the bottle and the next baby snatch it from him and the one baby that had the bottle start bawling no
Yeah,
because the next
yeah,
child take it and the other child
yeah.
watching it, looking
That's
at his
right.
eye like I done took this, you know what I'm
That's
saying?
right. That's right.
Without them actually knowing
That's
the
right.
difference between it, they actually know the difference
That's
between
right.
good and evil. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know if they know the difference between good and evil, but I will say
They
that
they they know
there's a
there's a
difference
they,
of
they know it's a
dominance,
difference.
of I'm stronger than you. I think
So
that's what's
I don't
recognized.
think we wanna agree.
I'm more powerful than you. I just snatched the bottle out your hand, and you didn't do nothing about it.
I would,
I think that's what versus the language. Excuse the language, but just the recognition of a certain action.
but let me say this.
I think that's what's being recognized. Go ahead, go ahead.
I don't think we should get lost. You got what I'm saying in the semantic of the word because good and bad is just a polar opposite. Period. You know what I'm saying? So what basically the babies realized there was a difference at that point. So that represents the polar opposite right there. So whether it's good and bad or whether it's yin and yang, you know what I'm saying, or the sun and moon, it's
That's what
still
I,
the polar
but see that's what I'm saying, Raul. There is no there really is no. It's more so I have to I either even
What
with the word excuse the words. It's more so this motherfucker is more powerful than me. And without the words, I don't even know a better way to say it. Like I was
yeah, so what I'm
overtaken, and
saying, though, even though
I
you
have to
say stronger,
submit to a
even
motherfucker to a power that's stronger than me.
but what I'm saying, that's what I
That's
was
what's
about to
going
say.
on.
That's what I was about to say. Even though you say stronger than you, indicate that there was somebody that's weaker. So right there, that's right there.
But
That's the opposite.
you
Raul,
know what?
then it comes to where the weak motherfucker be like, okay, how can I equalize? How can I uh make
But
the playing field equal? I'll
start
create a
start
contraption.
start.
Go ahead, go ahead.
It goes a little deeper than that, bro. What we need to see is we have an observance of time, right? So an animal don't really have an observance of time. They might go and hunt. They're gonna hunt in the day or night. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna either they nocturnal or what's the other word? Daytona, whatever the fuck it is, right? They it's their pattern, but they don't have any conception or 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 investment in time or any aspect of time. So
But okay,
a human have different attributes,
attributes, yeah.
yeah, attributes than um the natural way of beings on the earth. So
No,
it's
that's
gonna
right.
be a
That's
difference
right.
though. You know what I'm saying?
That is right. You're correct. I agree with that. Well, what I'm saying is animals use things that's available to them. And it's the same. And to me, it's the same with so-called human. I don't even know what the fuck to call us. Whatever the fuck we are, it's the same. It's the same thing. We use what's available to us, even if it's all mental things that will be created in order to give us an equal playing field. It's still the same. It's still the
Do
same thing. We're utilizing what's
do we
available to us. Go ahead.
use what's available or do we do a cheat code
yeah,
and copy off other things
yeah.
to assess ourselves?
That's still availability though.
No, but
Mm,
It's still availability though.
I mean, Star. Let me say this.
Go ahead.
Uh, I don't think us by us being able to eat the animal. I don't think that is because they are available to us. No, the animal is available to live just like you do.
That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying, Raul. But go ahead, keep going.
Yeah, so I was just saying that the I know you're not saying that, but I was just saying that kind of like we would like to say we eat animals because I mean they're available as meat or they give us protein.
No. I'm not talking about they're available to eat. No, I'm saying as far as our makeup, as far as who we are, what's available to us as who we are, not available to eat. I'm saying if
Exactly.
people use what they have. If it come to thinking, if it come to strength, they everybody uses what's available to them, and it's not just a matter to be able to eat
But
something. It's a survival. It's like a survival tactic. Like, okay, I'm kind of put in a box right now. Everything, whatever I got available to me, I'm going to utilize that, and that's what's going on.
But that's the
That's what's
thing,
going
though.
on.
But that's the
that's the
thing, though.
sustain of life, right?
It's not necessarily what's available to you, because if you, like you said, if you know you're getting things from somewhere and you know that's infinite, basically everything is
The
available.
thing, but the thing is, though, Raul, when you run out of options, you usually, what happens is you get sacrificed. You usually
But
die when
but
you run
check
out
it.
of things that are available to you in order to continue your life. That's when death happens
But
on
that's
the
Yeah.
that's why I don't
on the
believe it.
physical aspect of
That's why
things.
I don't
Look,
believe it,
Go ahead.
because I don't believe
but
things become unavailable. I think things just regenerate, just
but
like
check it,
energy,
check it.
because everything is energy. We know energy
They
don't destroy. You know what I'm saying?
let, let me go back one time.
Good.
The animals are not really using anything available to them if they're in their original habitat, right? So man is out of his realm by being on this earth, period. So we take an adaptation of everything we can in that certain location to be to use for availability to well-being ourselves. But the animals don't do that. Like um we might see a beehive make a bee make a beehive, and they give us a design to live in a house or something, or anthill making a pyramid, and we build something of that sort to live in a house. But a bird in itself don't use a um a um a enclosed structure. Certain birds, they live out in the rain, in the sun, in the snow. You know what I'm saying? So they adapted to their habitat. They're not really taking what's available to them. It's natural. It's natural to them. Man is different though. Man is taking everything that he sees and using it to his availability to better him, his sustainability of life. You know what I'm
You,
saying?
let me say this, right. I look at it like this, right. Energy, right, is vibration, right. It is the word, and is God in its incarnated form. So being that energy is able to, you know what I'm saying, never dies, just keep taking different form. So men realize that, and shit, energy is in me. You know what I'm saying? So they're trying to play God by taking advantage of everything. You know what I'm saying? But that's not like everything is available to them. They're trying to make
Now,
it available to
let me say this. Now, I hear what you're saying as far as the energy. The thing is, for in my mind, it's memory. Certain things that are in place that have been taking place for so long, there's a certain memory that gets sparked up with someone that may have had, and I believe in multiple lives, like a video game. You got multiple lives, but the thing is, you don't remember the lives that you've had. So it could be the energy. Okay, I don't think the energy necessarily has a memory. The memory is more so of the thinking, of the mind,
the
of the
trace is the
consciousness,
memory.
of the awareness.
The trace is the memory. Since
No, no, no.
you jump
No,
from one thing to
what
one
what
thing.
what what
You
what, what I'm saying what I'm saying
like
is
you have to
it can remind whatever's in place can remind you of a certain thing that you forgot about, or you didn't know that was there. But it gets it gets like a familiar feeling. That's where the energy come in at, where that feeling is similar to a memory versus you remembering exactly what took place for you to have that feeling.
Yeah, I
So
feel that.
so
yeah,
so
yeah, I agree, because the memory is just a reference. You know what I'm saying? Just a reference point. You got what I'm saying? Because reality is a moving picture. You got what I'm saying? So when you go to the memory, like you have to just take it back to a still picture and then start moving it So it's not gonna move the same way it already moved. It's already been moved. You now back in the future. Trying to create
What I'm saying,
back
what
in the past.
Nadi was saying about the Akashic records, like certain things are in
What I,
certain
what I
places
mean to say, what I
where
mean by
it can ignite. Go ahead.
I'm about to pass it right back. What I mean to say, you now back in the past, trying to come back in the future. So you're going to create a different route, basically. But you got it.
Man, I was just gonna say, I believe whoever's whatever people are on these certain levels of control and rulership, I think these motherfuckers have been here for a long ass time. I don't think none of this shit is new. What's going on with everybody experiencing? This is not new. This is not new shit. This is not the future. Like everything is what it's been because of certain motherfuckers have already been here. I really believe that. Because you see, like even if you try to go in history, you see certain structures they build up to a certain capacity and they crumble, they fall over. Like it's the same thing over and over again. So we're like, I know it's probably getting off on a tangent, but where's the access to these motherfuckers that's been able to put people massively in a certain state of being ruled over?
Yeah, dude, these are people that build
Like
their
it's weird, man. It's
these
weird.
are these are the people that build their ego on like they're bigger than certain things like the animals or the trees or a fly. You got what I'm saying? Those so these people they are trying to like save their memory. You got
No,
what I'm saying?
that's similar, but see that's similar to the whole good and bad thing. Like a lot of people are looked at as sheep. You know, people say the sheeple. You know what I'm saying? And it's other individuals that may have a certain capacity where they're able to access certain things that other people may not have access to because of maybe their thing. I don't want to say because of their thinking, but it may be that, and it may be because of their physical ability. It may be a lot of different things that will limit motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? So and it's not. I don't think it's something that is to put to blame. It just like I was talking about availability. It just people. I don't even know if it's. I don't want to say people, but it could be any kind of being. Because I believe in other type of species and beings where they may have a higher level of intelligence over other people when they might not be part of the same species. I really believe that because it what it seemed. To me, it seemed like things have been going on a certain way for so long because the motherfuckers have figured out a certain thing that others have not figured out.
So let me say this.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead, bro. I know you've been waiting to go.
Oh, it's all good. Yeah, I mean, I was just gonna say, I think what it is like it come down to as far as us, like you said, us being beings and entities, it's like an awareness of information processing. Because while the beasts, like Nadi was saying, the beasts in the field, they do process information, but we process the information in a different way. And that different way that we process information from the beast is that we can consciously we could consciously initiate access to the non-physical realms, and that brings it full circle to what you were saying about the dreams, big bro. So the dreams, that's like we can't say for sure if animals dream. Like, researchers did experiments with dogs and all of that. That's a whole nother conversation. But for the most part, like, we are the dreaming beings, so we can consciously do things to access the non-physical realm and be able to come back to the conscious state. You feel me? Being conscious of all of that stuff that was in a non-physical state.
Let me add one. Let me add one little piece of that. I want you to keep going though, because you're saying some shit. Y'all never. I don't know if anybody have pets like animals, dogs, cats, whatever. I've heard my dog. I know my dog having dreams because she done did certain things while she's sleeping. She be like, like she's dreaming.
Right.
So I already know. I don't witness my animal's dream. Like, oh, she's dreaming about something. I don't know. She done had a scary ass experience in her life, but she's dreaming.
So that's why.
So
That's why
go ahead.
let the brother go back
No,
because I
no,
feel like
I want bro to keep going, but he was going on some stuff though, Raul. I want to hear what you got to say too. But the brother was saying some stuff too.
So
yeah.
now do dogs have souls then?
No,
I don't know. I
it
don't know,
did.
man. I don't know. I think so. I think
I
so, man.
think
But it might be it's just different from who we are though. It's just different.
hey
It's a
Nadi,
different scale or a different realm.
I think
You
every
know what I'm saying?
I think
Because don't people relate themselves to animals like I'm a beast, I'm a gorilla, I'm a wolf. Like even people give characteristics of themselves to animals.
Mhm.
I'm an animal. I'm a dog. Like you know what I'm saying? Like so.
But that's really based off of the indigenous spiritual ascending site, right? So that's what that's based off of. So
Nadi.
that yeah,
So you think only human beings have soul?
yeah.
You see that now? I
I
think
don't know, man.
I think this is the kind
There's
of
an
thinking,
animal. I
right?
think there's an animal
Because
spirit. I
Let me,
think there's
let
an
me, let
animal
me stop.
spirit, man. I
Let
think
me
there's an
stop.
animal. If you want to equate
if
that with soul,
you
but
giving a soul to life, then you got to give a soul to the tree, the
So
plant, the
facts.
bird.
I believe
Why
that. I
not?
believe that.
Why don't they have all souls?
I believe that. I believe it. I
Facts.
believe the animal, the trees, and all that. I believe there is a soul in them in that stuff. That's just me.
Facts.
I don't know. I don't know.
Facts.
I can't
So
prove it,
let
but
me
it
can I
seems
say this
like
right
that's
quick?
what it is. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Let me say this right quick, right? Now, people that think like this, and I know my brother Night, if he found other information now that support, otherwise he will definitely uh go towards the truth. But for other people that really know the truth, right? But that or dwell on thinking like this, right? They are the reason why you got what I'm saying this world is going like this because uh they don't wanna they don't wanna explore nature, you know what I'm saying, to get to live like a tree, or to get to live like a dog, or to get to even live like a river, you know what I'm saying, or to get to live like being in control of the whole.
Let me say this, Raul. Go ahead. Whoever.
Right
Go
back,
ahead. Go ahead.
right back. So I'm saying because they think they're better, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, they build their ego on no, I'm better than all of these things if I'm a human being because I can, you know what I'm saying? Uh, govern over all these things. So I'm gonna preserve my memory, you know what I'm saying? And basically try to always, like I said, you know what I'm saying, to not incarnate it into no other things because I'm better than them. I just wanna be able to stay right there and govern everything. But go ahead, like God.
Go ahead. Start before I come in on that one. Oh, let me go in. Let me go and go in.
Go ahead, Nadi.
Okay. Okay. So, um, if I'm not putting the equality on soul as it is with life. You don't get that cross. Everything has life, and I do know and representation of all life, which I respect all life. But when it comes to soul, I'm speaking as in a interdimensional travel of acknowledgement,
Yeah.
awareness,
Yeah.
and some shape or form of reshaping or shaping or leaving a print.
No,
And
can I
that's
say this though?
this. Hold on.
According to my type of indigenous people, life and soul run concurrent. You know what I'm saying? They complemented each other. So let me say this, right? If my people didn't believe the trees or the rivers had a soul, when they go to them for anything, they will ask. You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't ask just like I'm asking you for anything. They wouldn't go to the rivers and ask them for some water, or go to the trees and ask them for some fruits or some herbs to heal somebody that need
Okay.
help. So,
Okay.
but
So,
what I'm trying to say is that the trees, the rivers, and everything in nature have a soul. Well, a soul is that you are able to balance things, to judge. You know what I'm saying? And all these things are going to judge us for the thing that we did against them, and we probably focus on only the judgment against God.
let me
And
show you
Okay,
something new. Let
you
me
know what?
finish. Let me finish. Let me finish, please.
go ahead.
Okay, life is what sustains life. So when I go up to the tree and I beg the tree to give me a piece of its continuation of life so I can continue because I got ill off of something, I'm begging on that life to give me more life. A soul is indifference because a soul has a way to gain or lose itself. A natural animal or natural in its natural state has no choice in what it does but be natural. So it has no way to lose. If an alligator eat up 10 gazelles in one day, it having a soul wouldn't have a way on it to know if it was wrong or right. To have a way down on its spirit or way down in its actions. But man or human or um, beings or wherever human, I'm gonna say human, which is in representation of man, is in sight of having a soul. A man has a soul because that soul can be weighed on
So
your works.
let me try to deal with that right quick, Natty. Because you know they're playing cementing on us, not you playing it, but they playing it on us. That's why you view it that way. Loss and win is the same place. Like when you start a race and you win, you end up at the same place that you started the race. So
Say it one more time. No,
so let me
say
say
it
this
again.
right. So I said that a loss and a win is the same thing. Because when you start a race and you win the race or you lost the race, you end up in the same place you was at. That's where the finish line is at.
No, 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 no,
So
no, no, because
okay,
one
okay,
ends
okay.
up
So
with
let
a
me okay. So
reward
right quick.
and one
Okay, so
doesn't.
right quick. Okay, so right quick. Let me put let me put a circle. Is that better for you? If you start from a circle, you're going to end in the same place that you started at, or if you're looking
I,
at the yang symbol, you're going
I,
out the outer line.
but is it a line in that circle where it's a start and a finish?
But well, yeah, on the outer line, on the outer line.
Okay,
There.
so whoever come to the finish first gains a reward. So
But
that
what
by that reward,
but
meaning
I'm
that
talking
it's
about a
not
race.
equal any longer.
But I'm talking about a race against time. It's just you racing against time. So it's just you racing against time. So whether you made it, whether you make it before the time you was expected, or you make it after the time you was expected, I'm saying you're going to end up on that same line. So I'm saying they're playing semantic on us. You know what I'm saying? So the real thing is the soul is not the a soul can't be lose. You know what I'm saying? You can't lose a soul. You know.
Okay, brethren, how you gonna say that? So if you saying that, that means you can go out and commit mass murder and it has no effect in your sight. Period.
No, just the effect is not the effect is not losing it. The effect
Uh,
is all the privilege that come with knowing the importance of your not of your soul and not knowing the importance of your soul. Because if you know, all right, let's say you're a basketball player like Jordan, and you know that, and everybody, you know what I'm saying, is letting you know that man, you the thing, the next thing, or on the other hand, you know what I'm saying? You know how to play, you know what I'm saying? But you get into an accident, you know what I'm saying? And you can't even remember what happened yesterday, you know what I'm saying? But every time you go on the court, you're like, oh shit, you see a basketball, and you start like everything start coming back.
okay, so when you see your mother, Lord forbid anything like this to happen. When a person see their mother pass away, them knowing of death now. So now this person goes out and takes on life, knowing that this life cannot come forward again. That's playing a psyche on that person's head to not want to promote death. Um, because the knowledge of time, the knowledge of awareness, it ties in with your soul. It just you can't take it away. Um,
Yeah, I agree it ties to your soul, but I'm trying to say it ties
but
what I'm trying
but
to
see,
say.
the animals don't. Natural things, bro. Natural things don't have no awareness of time.
No, let me say
They
Well,
don't have.
look, I want to add. I want to add to what both of y'all are saying,
Mhm.
because I feel like if we're able to transfer our energy to it, then it's got to be something relative to what we are too. So, like for instance, like a tree, you could say certain things to it, or a plant. any plant. You can say certain things to it, and you can affect it.
Right. Right.
And this is and I feel like it's the same thing in reversal. If a plant dies, we can't take from what we need from it in order to breathe. So it's like a relationship, man.
So
And
you
it's not even.
coincide life with the
That's why I
soul.
want to show you I'm not going against that when it
But
comes
that's
to
what I'm hearing. I'm hearing both of you kind of correlating soul and life as in the same.
but yeah, because
Well, I have a different sight
I
though.
think that's so. I
I
think that's so.
separate.
I think that's still so. I think that's still so though. I
let
think
me
that's
say this,
still so.
Nani. I ain't
I separate them.
let me say
I
this.
separate them because I know my soul is in judgment of me.
But let me say this, Nani.
That's my conscious. That's my subconscious.
All right,
That's what
all right,
my soul is.
all right. So let me say this. You asked
And
me
I don't believe in the subconscious. I just think it's all one. But yeah, but go ahead.
what I said is that I didn't say it was the same thing. I said they're wrong concurrent. And yet what you do in life, you know what I'm saying? You're going to judge on your soul. And I'm saying what we do to the trees or the rivers, you know how many people that die in the rivers and seas and that die on the tree, or you know what I'm saying? I'm saying all these things gonna be accountable on just like it's gonna be accountable on our soul. Our soul gonna be accountable for that. It's the same thing for the trees and the rivers and every living thing because they
I
have a soul.
but they have if they have a soul, bro, they have no sight outside of what they're created to do. You do. You have a choice to make a difference. You have a choice of awareness. The
My
tree don't.
my
The
thing
tree
my
gonna do
thing my
nothing
my
but
my,
grow
my thing is though,
and
Nadi,
produce oxygen.
I can't prove that. I can't prove that the lion say, oh well, I ain't gonna eat too many deers today because I'm already full. I can't say that the lion don't have that I don't know. I don't fucking know. But he or she might have that thought. Like today might just gonna be a day we gonna take a break. We ain't gonna eat these antelope today. We just gonna chill.
Okay,
You
brethren,
see what
if
I'm
that's the
saying? So
case, right? If they had that type of mental stability, they would develop languages and writing, and this is what I'm trying to show you.
I don't know
Listen,
because a lot of things are done without language. You don't have to have
Yeah,
language
bro,
in order
Bridget,
to communicate.
Bridget,
You
for
it's a
yes,
language
for
that's be
listen,
unspoken.
listen, bro,
it's not
for
what
you
is
to
it?
sit, for
What
you
I
to
think
sit
what
there. Hold
he's
on,
saying
bro,
is that because you
hold
have a
on.
soul, you have the ability to do everything. Nah, every human being have soul, but we have different ability. Like a woman and a man, they have different ability, but they both have a soul. So they're
Okay,
gonna have
check
the
this
same
out.
ability. The trees
Let me
that
ask
way,
you a
they
question.
have the
Let me
same
ask you a
ability
question.
as us.
When a lion they kill a person in mid Africa, is that lion evil?
No,
Okay, no. All
How
right,
would
okay,
you
hold up. I'm just asking a question. Yes or no?
how
no, it's not evil. No,
Okay. So if man go over to hunt a lion for trophy to put on him wall, is that evil?
no,
What?
I'm gonna say both of them is
it's not.
wrong.
It's not. It's
Damn.
not.
I'm gonna say
It's
both of
not.
them is
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. So taking life as a man, disregard just for a trophy is not of evilness. I don't
No,
know. I
no,
don't know.
I'm gonna say both of them.
no, it's not. I mean, it's what's available. What's available? Look, man.
That
If it was
available.
wrong, if it was wrong for you to do it, you wouldn't be able to do it, bro.
Huh?
Like
Yeah, yeah.
that's why this wrong and right.
Hold on.
It's
Oh
not
no no
real.
no 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 no.
It's
Okay,
not. It's really not
so
real, bro.
hold on, bro. Hold on. So you wasn't born with wings on your back, but you can
No.
fly.
If I could create something, if I got the
Listen,
capacity to create a
listen to
contraption to
what you just
fly,
said.
then yes.
Listen
But
to what you just
it's
said.
what's available to me though, Nadi.
No,
It's
no,
what I can think. It's what I can think about in order to make it a possibility, though, bro.
Brethren, I'm
The
saying,
science.
I'm just saying, man.
all right. You just said if it's available, um, and if it's for you, if it's for you to do, you could do it because it's part of you.
Absolutely. What's stopping you? What's stopping you from doing it? It's the same. It's the same thing, and vice versa. Like, okay, if you don't even like a certain type of treatment, are you gonna continue to deal with it, or are you going to stop it? It works both ways, bro. Whatever's delivered can be, and vice versa too. Can be taken, and it can be overturned. It works both ways, bro.
He said why he
it
said
does.
because you have morality, right?
So hold on. There's a morality that we're failing to recognize within oneself. And the morality part, I'm gonna show you is throughout history, we have known it to be of a existence of slavery, Nubian people being put on a tree, hung by tree, or set on fire, or certain things. Or even, hold on. Or even over in other lands where they cut people's hands off, or cut out woman's clitoris, or degrade themselves. Now we know. Hold on, Bridget. We over in America, look over there or any other time and said the morality of the Darfur situation is just unbearable. Just because they can kill people doesn't mean that that's what they belong doing.
No, Nadi, I told you before. Now that type of thinking, that's why got them people act the way they act, right? Because remember they were saying that they start to consider us as primitive people that don't have
right.
that we wasn't really human being.
Right.
This is the thing that we think that the trees or the rivers or the earth, we think they don't have no type of morality and we could just do anything to them. And why I'm saying that's not true. They do have morality, and they're gonna get judged by that. Just like their soul is gonna be accountable for that, just like our soul is. And it's because we is the way we think about a lesser thing than us. That's why other people feel like.
But you can't prove that. You cannot prove that. The only thing we can prove is everything holds its place and has its place and don't step out of his element. We do know that of fact.
I'm gonna say this, man. I'm gonna say this. Like, all this morality, all these laws, all this type of philosophy that people have basically created for people to adopt their lifestyle too, is not real. Because really, what really, to me, in my mind, it comes down to what you accept. What is acceptable to you? A certain treatment. If you don't want a certain thing, you're gonna do something about it, regardless of a language, of a certain knowledge of anything. Either you're gonna put your life on the line for it, or you're gonna let it succumb to you, and it's gonna take you over. It's just the same thing with the animals and the trees. The tree, okay, I might have to uproot a tree because it's in the way of my construction or whatever. That tree, it's in this position, it's doing what it's supposed to do, but it's not able to basically protect itself from me uprooting it, because it's a tree. But that don't mean that it don't have no thinking capabilities. That doesn't mean that it doesn't have any apprehension. That doesn't mean that. It just mean I'm able to overtake it. Now, what is this thing? What is this thing that exists? What is it going to do?
You mean
is it going to allow my action, or is it going to do some way to escape or to do something to prevent this from happening? And
I don't know how you guys are comparing the two. I don't see how you comparing.
It's just not.
Let me say
apples and oranges.
That's what go on with a lot of so-called black folks.
That's what we
allow this shit to take place. They don't have to have the power that they have, but a lot of people are okay with this shit. So that's what goes on. That's what happens. It's just okay. You got more power than me. I'm weaker than you, and that's basically you Jedi in your own fucking self. When really you got the fucking power, but you just don't fucking know it. You just don't fucking know it.
Let me say this stuff, but that's the thinking. But ability don't mean that you have power over everything, because ability is we have different type of ability. You see,
ability turns into power, bro.
Yo,
it turns into that shit.
But you guys came.
It turns into that power.
You two came in with that power thing. I came in with a differential of between soul
But we was talking about
and life.
soul in life. But
I don't see because I have a soul is giving me dominion of power. I'm not that ain't even where I went on. That's what you guys came with. I'm
man,
saying
that's
the
soul,
soul
man.
I'm saying the soul is my awareness of observation.
And that's
So
what
I don't think soul got anything to do with thinking. I think soul
uh-huh.
more so got to do with energy,
yeah,
just raw energy.
spirit,
No,
spirit.
that's
Soul,
life.
soul ain't really got nothing to do with
That's
thinking, with
no,
mind.
Yeah.
that's okay, okay,
Soul
okay. I
is a
so
power, is a
what is
source.
life to you, bro? What is life?
Energy.
No, 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 no. Compared to soul. Now get out of here. So you
What
can't
is
you
soul?
can't say soul is energy and life is energy
Yeah,
when it's
everything
two
is
different.
energy.
No, 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 no,
I
no,
think it is both.
no,
I think it is
no.
both. Life is soul is energy. I do think that. I do think that.
Life is
Yeah,
energy, bro. So
yeah,
so
it
when
is.
okay, so when your body
And
hold up,
soul is energy. Yeah.
hold up. So when your body die, when your body lay at rest, all the energy of life is gone out of it. All
No,
right?
that's right.
Huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. So your hair and your nails still grow until all your
Okay.
cells are expanded, right? So okay, so all the energy of life is gone out of you, but your soul is still in a travel mode.
Ah,
Your soul is still in existence, right? But it's not measurable in an energy format, bro.
And it
It's
is.
not.
Let me say
It's
this,
not.
Maddie.
It's not.
Maddie. It is because before it came here, before the
Uh,
soul came here, the soul was already in motion, bro.
Not in no energy
look.
format, bro.
I look at that like this. Look. Let me speak about this soul for a second. Let me just say this, Raul.
To this,
Because to me, it's not necessarily an accurate measurable amount. It's more so like I know you made Kool-Aid before. We from the hood. You get a scoop of sugar. It's a certain amount. It's a lot of little particles of sugar in that motherfucker before you put it in the pitcher, right? There is no definite amount of particles of the sugar that can amount to the scoop that you just made. All you
There's
doing is making
none.
an estimation. But what I'm saying is some have more scoop in a soul than others. Like it may be a little bit more, it might be a little bit less, but it's not necessarily accurately
No.
measured like that. It's more so it's just a scoop, and it's spread out amongst everybody. Where everybody got they got their certain portion, they got their certain scoop for the amount
Saturation levels.
of God, and that goes with that goes from every type of form of existence that is even in existence.
let me
That
say
goes
this,
for every single thing. It's a
I
certain amount of a scoop
so
of the God. But go ahead, go ahead.
I kind of agree with you, but I don't agree with like more or less. Well, it is more or less, but let me put it in that way, right? Let's say I give you 10, I give you 10 type of I give you 10 type of fruit, and I give 10 type of fruit. I tell both of y'all to make uh, a cup of smoothie, right? Both of you are going to make a cup of smoothie, but you don't necessarily have to use the same amount of combination of fruits because you have 10 different fruits. So you could choose to put two banana and you could choose to put set of two, and he can put to choose set of twos and ones. So he can choose to have his combination however he want to have it, but at the end of the day, you still have the same amount of fruits.
Okay.
All
But
I'm gonna
that
say
is
is everything is to me everything is pulling from the same source, man. And that's so whatever is causing a thing to be in existence, the source, the power, the soul is coming. It's all coming from the same thing. It's
Yeah,
just
so
it's just
again,
on a
let me say
different
this.
level. It's just on a
You,
different level,
you,
bro. It's just
we have
go ahead.
dominion, no matter if you like it or not. You can deny it if you want, but it's truth of fact. You have dominion. Man has dominion of the earth. Period. You can't deny that. So by you having dominion, it's your choice. This is where your soul playing in, bro. It's your choice on how you guide your decision of awareness of your dominion. The bug, the elephant, the tiger, the lion, all of them is in an equal playing field except you. You're on a higher field. So when you go in and looking at them, you can't equate them as yourself. So this is where the soul come in now. You're giving yourself
I
a
get that,
soul
Naughty,
because now you have a
but Naughty
choice.
though. But that don't
of
mean
awareness.
they don't have a choice. That don't mean they don't have a soul. That don't mean that.
Yo,
That doesn't mean that.
a hyena, or a coyote ain't got no choice. A coyote, if born in the
Man,
wild,
they got
hold
a
on,
choice,
bro.
man.
A coyote born in the wild, you
Those
run
cho-
up on his ass, he gonna bite you.
The thing is,
Period.
the choices is
A
available to
rattlesnake,
them.
a rattlesnake,
It's already
you run
available
up
for
on a
them to do.
That's not
You,
okay, Natty. That's not
man,
true. The
what?
way you approach the animal is the way that they approach us. But what we must
That's
not
your
forget,
choice. That's
let me say
your
this. Let me
choice.
say this. Let me say this. I'm just talking about the animal. You say if you approach a
Yeah,
coyote, they're gonna bite you,
you
period. But that's
right.
not true. It's the way you approach them. If you approach them in peace, they're not necessarily going to bite you. But we must not forget
Bridget.
that the first. Let me say this. We must not forget that the first
Oh
war was
man.
against the animals, bro.
You
Like,
forgetting what I'm
Nah.
saying. You
You
forgetting
step
what I'm
to it.
saying, Raul.
You step to a wild tiger. More than likely, he gonna maul your ass. I can't get with that
Hold
one,
on.
bro.
Raul. Again, Raul. It's how you listen, Raul, to what you're saying yourself, Ross. Hold on. It's how you step to them. They're gonna react to however you approach them.
That's what I
So
said.
they no listen. They natural state is either gonna be either or.
That's what I
Your
said.
listen, yours, you got choices, bro. They
No,
don't have a choice.
man,
Listen,
Yeah, you don't
listen,
have to go towards. You don't have to go
listen,
towards the
listen,
animal.
man,
No,
you
I
listen.
do
get that.
have choices.
They
No,
You
I
see,
they
get that.
they do
Oh,
not
no, I get
have
that.
a choice.
Natty, they do have
Animal,
a choice.
No, I
Let
get
me
no,
say
that. No,
this.
I get
Let me
that.
say
No,
this,
I
Natty.
get that.
Let me say this right quick. He said that if I approach, he said that the coyote going to react the way you approach them, and then he said that they don't have a choice. If they're gonna approach you the way you approach them, that means they have a choice. If you approach them in peace, they're gonna approach you in peace. If you approach them in harm, they're gonna approach you in harm.
It
So they
can't.
have
It can't.
that
It
choice.
can't.
Hold
It
on, let me
can't
say this
vary.
right
It
quick. I'm
can't. It
gonna pass
can't
it
vary.
back.
It can't vary.
no,
But
it
there is a
can't. No, it can't.
probability.
It can't.
There,
It
there,
can't.
there is a
Let me give you
probability of
another one.
there
Let
not
me give
being
you
a
one more.
certain
Let me give
reaction.
you
But go
another one
ahead.
to shut it
No,
down. Let me give you
I'm
one
gonna
more.
pass it right back to you.
Let me give you one more to shut it down. Hold on, Raul. Raul. One more.
Nadia,
One more.
Nadia, I'm trying to get this off.
One.
On the other hand, right? I just proved that how they got choice to react
No,
how we react,
you didn't.
right?
You
So
did
what I'm
not
saying
prove that.
is that on the other hand, they might not react the way we react because some of them might scared because you remember what you said. You said if you approach a coyote, they're going to bite your ass. But that's not true because it's how you just said that's how you approach them. If you approach
Listen, Raul.
if
Raul. Okay,
you,
okay.
if you
Listen, the animals,
It's more
Raul.
so instinct
Hold
for
on,
animals versus motive
Virgin.
for
Let me
humans.
come in
Like,
one time, please.
right,
An animal only has flight or fight. That's it. They only have two things: fight or flight. That's
us
it.
too.
Man, hold up, no. Man has an ability to compromise, analyze, and come up with another pathway. So let me give you a site an example. You move in the middle of in the middle of the forest now, where these antelopes being no, where these mountain lion been coming down feeding and having their babies and bear been coming down having their babies. You go in this area where they've been having their babies from ancient long and build a town or build a structure. Them
All right.
animals
What's
coming.
the
Hold
that?
on, brethren. Hold on. Them animals coming and coming and coming and coming. If you even build up inside of the forest area, they coming inside your homes, inside your trash, and boop 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 boop. Man, on the other hand, if a man come in my area, say the Ku Klux Klan, come in my area and start terrorizing my neighborhood, I have a choice to get up and move the fuck away. The animals don't have these choices that you're giving them. I don't know why the
no, I get
trees
that.
don't
No, I
have
get that.
these
I get that.
choices.
Nadi,
Man has a choice.
Trees do grow. Trees and weeds do grow wild though, bro.
They
Well, they
grow
do they
wild,
do
but
they
they
do
don't
what
have a
they do.
hold
no.
on,
They
don't
don't have
answer
a
to the trees yet,
choice.
let's
They
hold it.
don't. They
I
can't
mean,
get up. They can't get up and say, "I want to go over here." No, 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 no.
Let's hold it to the animal.
no.
Let me
Hell nah.
translate to the animal right quick.
If the wind come blow them, if the wind come blow it, the wind has that choice on where that tree, that seed go to the next area. Not the seed, not the tree. They don't get up and walk around them. Hey, we gotta come into reality.
It don't get walk around, but it do it, but it do grow, but it do grow the way it grow though.
Hey,
and the way that it grow is that's being what it is, and that's the choice of that thing.
No, it's not a choice.
Okay.
It's where it is, bro. It can't choose to go.
We not the tree. We not the tree though, Nabi.
Okay.
How can we show
it to you? I'm gonna show it to you. So when the sun goes into, like in certain parts of Alaska, where it's 60 days or wherever, many days of sun and many days of night, the agriculture there don't get up and walk away with the sun. Believe you me, they want to be up under the sun all day.
Hey, Nadia, you said
but they're not gonna get up and walk away like we will.
Yo, check this out. Let me grab the mic real quick. Let me get it for like 2 minutes. Okay. First off, we are not those type of species. So without that experience, we need to stop limiting other experiences. Okay. Now we have to look at this closely. If we're talking about animals have the ability to reason. Okay. Animals have the ability to reason with self, with each other animals as well. So they have the chance to reason with us, being us, as us being part of the animal species. Okay, I can break certain animals down to let you know how they reason with themselves and reason with humans as well, where they have a choice to decide what they want to do. And you can watch the crocodile hunter, and he can show you. Yeah. He can show you how poisonous snakes, how he will show you how respectful he can give, and he can show to the snakes, and they won't bite him. That's a choice from a snake to say, hey, okay, you show me respect, I can show you respect and not strike nor bite at you. Not saying every animal acted like that, but that gives you that they have that ability to reason. Now let's go into the feline animal kingdom. When lions cross each other, they have the choice to fight for that area or no. Mm-hmm. At times they do, and at times they don't. Now, what do we call that? Right. Okay, I have 4 ball pythons. Ball pythons aren't known to strike, which means they have the ability the ability to choose what they want to do. Reasons why they're called the ball python, because their first defensive mechanism is to ball and coil up in a ball. So if every animal is out to strike and to think that you're going to attack them, that is wrong. Why would they ball up? Mm-hmm. So stop limiting experiences that you're not experiencing. At the same time, animals don't have a speech mechanism, of a voice box to talk. So their communication is different. Reasons why I love snakes, they're not yes men. Their communication is silent. They communicate with your tonal vibration, your frequencies. That's why they attach to you and constrict on your pulse. I mean, on your arm to get your pulse, to understand you, to read you, to communicate with you. That's how they communicate with what they're on. Reasons why they're so close to the ground or close to anything else. They're feeling vibrations. So I can give you a whole bunch of choices that these snakes can make for themselves, and they have no arms or no legs. No, it's not no flight or this or choice. No, we all have choices. We have many choices that we make, and we all make different choices.
Yeah.
Now, Cypher, I think Nadi was saying more so is more so instinctive, where it can't be helped. And even humans are like that too, to where sometimes, like I've been spazzed out. I can't help certain things. It just come out. It's just like like I said, the energy be moving, but I don't. To me, it doesn't remove the soul from an animal, a tree, even an inanimate object like a picture. But it was pulled from the earth, so it got some type of soul in it, because that's where it was extracted from something that already had it.
Yeah,
and it's the same thing with all of us.
Exactly, and I think
it was already pulled from something that already had that shit. So how can it be without it?
That's why
that doesn't make sense. That don't make sense to me.
That's why I said that not my brother Natty, because I know, like I said, if he come across the truth, he's not gonna deny it. But as for the people that know it, that think like that is the reason why, you get what I'm saying, that the world is the way it is, to even to the point that they started to consider us as not, you know what I'm saying, not having a soul, that we're less than a human.
Now Raul, I was going back into the scoops. The scoops of sugar. I think it's like that, to where certain things are may be more spread out, and then other things may be more compacted or concentrated, to where certain things, like I said, to where you may see more of an example of the soul. But just because it may be stretched out more, don't mean that there is not a soul that's present. It doesn't mean
that. But I still agree with you. But what I said, the concentrated part make it feel like there is something that's more than the other. And to me, I think we all the same.
That's right. I agree, and I agree with what you just said. It seemed like the concentration of a certain energy, and so may seem like because it's doing this and it's able to do that, that it's more than that, but it's really not. It's still an expression of the same thing, but just in different levels. That's what I was saying. It's different levels of the shit.
It kind of go back to, I think, what Natty was saying, that we have dominion. So by being stronger, you know what I'm saying? Saying that, hey man,
we're more concentrated. Concentrated. Our souls are more concentrated. That's the difference.
No, I agree, but what I'm saying is, when the more concentrated, meaning that, like you said, is the strongest part of it. You know what I'm saying? That's why they say the darker the berry.
So it may seem like that, but even the little smallest particles of a resemblance can kill you, even though you might be the most concentrated thing in existence. The smallest thing may still take over you, and you not even know that it's there, and you just fall dead. You see what I'm saying? So it just depends. It just depends, bro. How it's looking at.
I don't see how a drop of sugar going to sweeten a whole gallon of water. You know what I'm saying? I don't see how it's going to
depending on your taste buds.
Bro,
depending on your taste buds, bro. You might be used to a certain flavor, a certain sweetness, where somebody else may not be. And they taste that drop of sugar and they be like, oh, that's sweet than a motherfucker. And when it's only a little particle of sugar that's in the water, they can still taste it because they're not used to it, bro.
Come on, bro. I ain't saying that you can.
I'm just saying, man. It's depending on who you are. What you know? What I'm saying? It just depends.
Just because you taste sugar in something don't mean that is sweet. Like, but I'm saying, like, if you have a drop of sugar, like a grain of sugar,
man, I'm telling you, bro. Depending on the individual, bro, you can tell. You can tell
what he's saying is. But basically, what he's saying is like, cause I grew up in a house of 4, right? My mom could cook the same plate for all of us. Mm-hmm. But if I taste some motherfucking extra shit, I'm gonna be like, oh nope, this shit is too salty, it's too seasoned, I ain't eating it. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? It might be sweet, it might not be sweet for me or for him, but for you, but it might be sweet for somebody else. That's what he's saying. We all don't have the same taste. It doesn't matter according to the same drop or the same amount of this. everybody still tastes things or receive things different, is what he's saying.
I kind of see your analogy a little different because you said it's like, to me, it's kind of like I see the food that your mom probably cook other people, and your mom see that the food have the normal type of salt, but to you it have is kind of like salty. So
This is why I didn't mention different people. I mentioned family.
Right, family.
This is what grows. This is tradition. This is what happens. So regardless of anybody new, this is what goes on in the house. I'm saying this was normally made. It doesn't matter if it's normally made for the
something
whole
that you
family.
used to, and it could be something that motherfucker is used to. You used to a certain thing, so you don't really tell. You can't really tell the differentiation of if there's more added to it or there's less added to it because you're already used to a certain flavor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like, I'm just saying, man. Like, there's a lot of variables. I'm not trying to say anybody right, wrong, or nothing. Like, I'm just putting it out there. Like, this shit. This is good. This is good for conversation. This is the type of conversation, but we've been needing to have all over, even all over the world. We had these discussions on how things work in society and inanimate object. It could come to a table, a TV, an electrical cord, a plant. All of this stuff is it's something that's extracted from already has the soul. So how is it that it don't have no soul no more when it came from something that already have a soul? The earth. People think the earth is dead. People think the earth is not alive. Man, the earth is a living thing, bro.
Facts. Now, it's a living thing. I'm agreeing with you on that, but what I'm saying, I wasn't agreeing with that, bro. That's why I say, I know. That's why I say I'm putting the amount. I know the amount I'm putting, so I know he's in there. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't saying that.
My bad.
So I wasn't saying that there is no soul. What I was
saying, all this shit. All I'm saying, Raul, all this shit come from something, bro. Anything that any man can formulate and make it still got some type of soul in it. It's got a certain type of energy in it where it's able to even be what it is. Even if we taking it, we extracting and we pulling it, you know what I'm saying? It's got that in it because it comes from that shit. It comes from it.
Again, agree. My thing is that the fact that it don't have it or don't come from it. My
animals.
Let me say this.
Algae, squid, or shit that's in the ocean, man. And see, my mind, we aquatic creatures and don't even know it a lot of time. I think we aquatic.
Let me say this to
What happened when we get birth? The water break. What happened when it bust a nut? Your nut look like tadpoles. That's aquatic shit, bro. Why? What we talking about? I'm just saying. No, nobody talking about that though, bro. But this shit is all a big ass organism, man.
I agree with you, bro. But what I was saying, they give you the connotation that meaning. My thing was that what's the difference between concentration and mixture to y'all?
Concentration mean it's more so of a certain level of potency versus something that might be diluted. This is some scientific shit, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Something that might have more added things where it doesn't have the same effect as if the certain elements wasn't added to it. Now it doesn't say that it's less or weaker or not stronger. It's just being in this certain environment that it doesn't yield the certain effect. That's all it's saying. That's all it's saying.
Like, again, you prove my point that concentration, meaning that there is more in some aspect, and I said that's why I give it the bad connotation or the bad look, making us thinking that we have dominion over something. It's because we think that it's concentrated somewhere the most.
But I'm saying that's what I'm saying though. But see, I was even saying that with the lion, bro. You could be the motherfucking strongest beast in the motherfucking jungle, but it could be something that's on some microorganism shit that could take you out. But how was you able to? How is you so strong, but you wasn't able to take that microorganism out though? Something that's so small, but you so strong, like you know what I'm saying. So we can't mix. We can't really mix them. We can't make it seem like it's more. One is more than the other because it's just not. It's just not the case. It's not the truth.
That's my point, bro. So my point is that there is nowhere that it most concentrated that. So that's my point. I
said some shit.
So my point is that we don't have the biggest soul or the most
I said some shit.
the most type of soul that as human being think.
I
We don't
said
have the
some
best,
shit. I said
and
some
this
shit,
what I'm
Raul.
saying is that we don't have the best ability of morality
No,
or
that's
the
right.
best aspect of that of morality or the animal, just like the brother just proven, the snakes, you know what I'm saying, and all the different animals,
No,
they have the same morality. It's just that it makes different. So that's why I say what's the difference between concentration and mixture. You got what I'm
that's
saying?
all.
The way you mix
I already said the difference. But what I'm saying is like the whole soul thing, man. It's I don't know if any of y'all ever seen like a microorganism under like a telescope. What they basically portrayed to us as what an organism looks like under a microscope. It's a whole nother world. It's a whole nother world, bro. It's another world that's existing on macro or microcosm. It's a whole nother world that's taking place on certain levels that we don't even see this shit, bro.
right.
We don't even see it with our naked eye. So how the fuck is this? Okay, I'm the biggest, strongest niggas with the biggest ass dick or whatever, and I'm the baddest motherfucker, but a little microorganism can take me out. How
So
bad
you
am I?
saying the same thing? You saying the same thing I'm saying. So
Like, what the fuck?
the word concentrated, or we have the
So
most morality, or we're the only one that have
I'm
soul. So you saying the same thing as me, basically.
yeah,
All
I'm not
we
I'm not
agree
yeah,
with.
I'm not saying one is greater or less. I'm
Right,
not saying either of that shit at all. No, I'll never say that.
right.
And
So
I won't say something that is a piece of plastic or wood or a plant don't have no consciousness, don't have no soul. I will never say that, bro. I'll never say that.
and
I'll never say that.
That's what Natty was trying to say. He was saying that we only
Yeah, I'll
have
never
a
say
soul
that, man.
because he was
I don't
saying
believe that.
we have a soul because we have morality. We are able to
No,
judge from right or wrong or whatever other aspect. You got what I'm saying? Saying that the tree, the animal. First, he's saying the animal didn't. Then he went on and he went to go further and say the tree is done. You got what I'm saying? But
your
really,
energy
they all
started with
have a
soul,
soul. But go ahead, bro.
but you started with a soul. How can you get a soul after morality or anything? No, you started with the soul. Then everything came up after that.
Right.
After. No, I agree with
Yeah,
that.
there's
That's
no
right.
you got a soul because of morality or anything. What morality
And
came after you?
anything that's in existence that like as far as the earth, we want to call it earth, the planet, that already has a soul. So how is something that comes after that doesn't have that? That doesn't make sense to me. That has to be in place in order for it to come from that thing. And I
Yeah.
think everything came from that space of soul, of energy, of power. Everything came from that.
Mhm.
So how can it be empty? How can it lack that? I don't. Yeah,
And
that
that's
doesn't
why I
make.
say, and
Yeah,
that's
that
why I
doesn't
say,
make sense.
and that's why I say not him again, but people that think like him, that proclaim to have to be in power. You guys, and that's why they even start thinking that we're not human beings, bro. Because that's the type of teaching that they're pushing. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
man, everything got a soul, man. You wouldn't be able to relate to anything if it didn't have that shit. There's certain things where you can start thinking about where you can start manipulating the soul of a thing depending on your strength or your thought. So how does that not have a soul? If you're not able to connect or communicate with it on some type of level, not even language, it's just any type of language of communication. It ain't gotta be language like actual speaking, like the brother was saying about the python. You said you got 4 python. They do a certain thing. That's communication. Saying don't do this because I'm doing this. I'm showing you something, and if other things take place, they're not even talking. It's just a sign. It's a movement saying I'm protecting myself right now. But how we understand it is what I just said. I'm protecting myself. Like that's how we understand it. But it's a different thing as far as the sign when the animal do it. They
And I'm
doing it
pretty,
for a reason. They're
and
not just doing it
that's
just because.
and that's my opinion. But I'm pretty sure the brother have certain communication to let the snake know that, man, you can't fuck with me because if I know you don't want me to fuck with you, I ain't gonna fuck with you. But if you fuck with me, I'm gonna have to deal with you
Nah,
also.
nah, it ain't like that. It ain't like that. The
Mm.
relationship is never like that. The relationship is always respect and love. It's no limitations to anything.
But
That's why
okay,
I
the
handle
reason
my
why I
snakes the
said
way.
that,
That's why I
the
handle
reason,
my snakes the way I handle them.
And
the
let me
reason
say
why
that. Let
the
me
reason
say
why
this
I said
too.
that the reason why I said that, I don't know if you guys can put that up, but there is a brother that have a YouTube channel that where he technically supposed to be accepted from a lion tribe. You know what I'm saying? And there's all the people that, you know what I'm saying, got accepted from other uh,
God.
animal tribe. And the way it go, you know what I'm saying? They always play, but you know, we human being and the animal. So sometimes the line does is not always clear. So we always gotta
Let me
remind each
say
other
this
what
right
is
quick.
the
Let me
line.
say this right. Let me see this right quick, bro.
Okay.
The way I know that there's a soul, this soul and everything, because I can literally become those things. I can become that lion instantly just by putting my mind in that certain space. I can become that thing that I'm looking at. I can put myself in that position. I can become a table. I can become a cloth. I can become a net. I can become all of these things, bro. I'm able to transfer myself into these things, if it's inanimate or animate, it doesn't matter. I can become those things. Those things have souls. I can become a broom. I know that sounds crazy as hell. I could become a cloud. I could become a star.
Hey, they even have a show, bro, about that shit on Netflix
I
called
can be in, I
Traveler.
can be anything, bro, because all of this shit is all connected, man.
Oh,
We
oh
all
yeah, oh,
everything.
bro, y'all can check that out. There is a show on Netflix called Travelers,
So I
and they
mean,
show you
I
how
know that sound crazy, man. I'm just saying, bro.
they
I can
show you
become
how
that
this
shit,
nigga
man.
they show you how this nigga is able to travel between like a lot of different things, different bodies, different realms, different things. So you know what I'm saying? He able to just look at a bottle and he be able to get inside the bottle.
I can become concrete. I could become breath. I could become lungs. I'm telling you, man, anybody can do it. If you just think about it, you can become that shit.
I mean, you came here in this body, you become this body. Why not become something else?
That's
But
what I'm saying. You could be that. You can be that shit. It
yeah,
gotta
what
have a soul if you can able to transfer yourself into it.
But what I could say, I could give you the answer. The answer is if you think then you are better than anything else, then you won't be able to. And you're going to
And I don't think that.
try to prevent everybody else not to also, so that everything could remain the way you want it to be.
Yeah, and I
No,
don't
that's
think
how
that.
you
I don't think I'm better. I don't think I'm better.
yeah, that's how you see it.
I know I'm everything like that, like on some Thanos shit. I'm every fucking thing. I'm
Everything.
everything.
Now the reason
Literally.
why I put it like that is because we know the government, right? Is because they feel like we can govern our mental, right? So they're better than us, that they're able to govern our mental. So I'm saying
And I'm all
is
this
people
shit,
that think
man.
like that.
Hmm?
It gets so crazy. I done seen certain things where, nigga, I literally became motherfucker. I literally became motherfuckers, bro. Like it. I'm telling you, man. Like energy transformation. That shit real. That shit's real deal, man. It's a real deal, like a motherfucker. Not like even with the drink. All of this shit is all co
Can I say
co-related.
something,
It's
Star?
all in it ain't no sub this. It's all one event.
Can I say something, Star? You probably
Go
won't
ahead, man.
believe me, right? But if you look deep in certain stories, right, in Haiti, you're going to see a lot of people saying that uh, there are people that could turn into a cat, like a literal cat. So
I
when,
know.
when you say that
Yeah, man. I know,
you
bro.
could literally turn into certain things,
That's
so
what I'm
that
saying.
we know that's
That's what I'm
possible.
saying.
We know that's possible in the mind. I mean, to do that spiritually, like
Man, that's what I'm
mentally,
saying,
like
bro.
mentally. But when it's come physically, we know that information is hidden knowledge. Like
That's why I
we
was saying the
understand it's
thing. That's why I
possible.
was saying the thing. Like listening to certain rap lyrics, motherfuckers say they a beast. I'm a monster. I'm a dog. Like all these type of attributes to nature, bro.
Shape shifting.
Niggas become that shit. I'm telling you, bro. And people take it lightly because they think it's metaphorically, but that shit is lit. That shit's literal, man. A lot of that shit be literal shit. Like, nigga, I'm a dog, I'm a vampire. I'm all of that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I
I
can become
agree.
that shit at any given time, depending on the level that I'm on. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with you, but I think the point I'm trying to get to you, you probably see it, you know what I'm saying, but you passionate about your point. What I'm saying is that all that is possible. The reason why we can't see it is because we have certain people that think they are better than us, so they are banning that information. You know what I'm saying? They are hiding that information. So that's
And,
why other people think the way that
and
is the way
see,
it is.
I wanted to talk about this too, Raul, because me and Cypher was having a discussion about the dreams thing, and I'm curious to ask, like, did Cypher, did you see anything, like, if you had, when you had a dream from the conversation that we had, did you see any type of thing, a different thing take place after you came up out of that dream when you woke up to your awakening state? I'm just curious because
I'll
I've
be right
even
back.
done the
Since
shit like,
since then, no, I haven't. I
okay,
and to be honest, I've barely dreamed, and it's probably because
okay,
I've been recovering from this accident. So at times I'll be like just heavily sedated with this fucking
I got you.
medication and shit. So I'm always like CBD to THC'd out and shit. So
I'm and
because that's
I'm
the most time I was having my pain was at night. So I really couldn't really sleep,
yeah,
and sometimes I
and
had sleepless nights. So yeah.
I'm gonna share something with y'all, man. All the shit
Go
that's
ahead.
going on with this COVID, with niggas being locked down. I literally projected myself to certain areas of government when I was seeing certain things taking place to where there's a new technology and motherfuckers, everybody that's on these certain levels, they want to get their hands on it. And certain motherfuckers, everybody, like motherfuckers on these certain levels is betraying, they betraying one another. They got motherfucker got they click over here, they got they click over there, you know what I'm saying? And everybody trying to get, it's like the holy grail being passed around. Like, this is the new hot shit on the market where, nigga, this is gonna change the world forever type shit. Literally seen this shit in my fucking dream. I was literally projected looking over this shit, bro. Seeing the motherfuckers in the black mask and they coded character, where they repping a certain side. Shit, it's crazy as fuck. I literally seen this shit. And when I woke up out of this shit, it was nothing but rainstorms. Why the fuck is this a certain battle that I'm projecting? I'm seeing. I don't even know where this shit is taking place at, but I'm literally witnessing this shit in my projected self, viewing this shit. And when I come up out the dream, nigga, thunder clouds, rain everywhere. Like, what the fuck? When it was just a clear day. So shit like that, I recognize, like, things that go in, like, happen in a dream, it literally affects this reality, man. I can't say it enough. I can't really pull motherfucker. Well, I won't say I can't, but I can look. We could do an experiment right now before anybody go to sleep. We could call out each other's name, and I guarantee you, any of us can manifest any of us into that dream, and we can have a dream together on some real shit. I can literally start doing
I
mantras
know how to
about whoever I'm thinking about, and I could pull you into my dream, or you could pull me into yours.
Yeah, I could do that. I could pull people into my dream.
So I mean, I'm telling you, man, like, this shit, it's on a whole nother fucking level where like I said, I'm still a child in this discovery of these type of things, because I done been through a lot of things growing up. I done seen a lot of things where like, when what the saying is, truth is stranger than fiction. I done seen the ethereal world come into this realm. I done seen it, man. Other motherfuckers done seen it with me. So I know I'm not tripping, bro. This
Mhm.
shit is this scaly ass energy shit. It can be manipulated from either side, bro. Either fucking side, man. So, I don't know, man. Yeah. You can pass through what they talk about, black hole. What do you think of a motherfucking shit that your hair grow? What they call it? A piece of hair grow out of follicle.
Mm-hmm.
You can go into that follicle and literally exist on that microcosmic realm, and literally experience everything that takes place on that level. So I mean, this shit, I'm just saying, man. You can go anywhere, man. You can go with the reading rainbow. You can go anywhere. That's a fact, bro. You can go anywhere, man. But it's about who are you, where you want to go, what you want to do, how you want to do it. Our energy is right there with with whatever. If I don't know for sure if there's like a hierarchy of an actual creator of everything, that where this is the thing, but it seemed like it's a collection. Everything is a collective of the God body, and we all a part of this shit. And we can access the supreme God.
Yeah, I think even the Bible that spoke about God, they don't want that
But
introduce us to God. But they saying that
I'm just saying,
when
man.
God created man, God said, let us make man in our image. So God didn't say let me make man in my image, you know. So I agree with you on that. It's a collective.
I'm just saying, man. I don't think I think a lot of
What are
time
you using the
think
Bible for? Do you believe in the Bible?
I was just gonna say
I don't use it. I don't use it because I know I use it because it support my belief. Because I believe that you know what I'm saying on the we are the Hebrew. We are the one that wrote the Bible.
check this out.
But
Check
I use it to support on my thing on reincarnation. On they
check
say
this out,
I
y'all.
think about that, but I know most people relate it to the verses in the Bible, so I just bring it up since it's
Check
support
check
it
check this out, y'all. Check this out. Check this out, y'all. Y'all know about the stories about the Rain Man, right?
Yeah.
Why when a lot of times I done experienced this multiple times. People get together with somebody they done lost that they love. When the people start feeling a certain way, it start to rain. It could be a clear day outside. So what's really going on with the effects of people's emotions, bro? When certain things are taking place in the world, people's man, I'm telling you, man, there is a direct connection with us and this world, and it can be manipulated depending on how you know how to manipulate it. You don't gotta manipulate it, but sometimes it just come out naturally, and you can't help it. I done been in situations, man, when I done seen certain when I was in the military, bro. I done seen certain things, and I was in such an extreme rage. I made it fucking rain, bro. I made it rain. I made it thunderstorm because off of how I was feeling, because of the type of shit that I seen. I seen some shit that was out of this fucking world. Then I ain't even like, man, I thought this shit was some shit I experienced when I was a child. I'm telling y'all, man, there's some whole other shit going on where it's not being taught. It's not on the surface of our reality, and our reality is not what the fuck it seems, man. It's just not. It's just not at all. It's some whole other inverted shit that's going on that nobody's talking about.
The actuality.
So I ain't gonna go on too much of a tangent, but yeah, man, I just trying to let y'all know, man.
I think it's the now, which is the actuality that's going on, but they've been keeping us away from that for so long, trying to sometime projecting us in the future and in the past. You know what I'm saying? And we're not realizing that is the now.
Man, look, bro. I don't know if y'all believe in astrology and all this other the star alignment of the stars and the sun and moon, all this. Bro, who or what has been here to be able to study us and look at us as a civilization, as beings, as certain countries, certain places, and even like I even talking about this when people, like, if you ever take a flight, who the fuck lined this shit up? Who made them lines to keep this shit in certain boxes, bro, in certain areas, in certain sectors of where we are, bro? What the fuck? Who does that? There's something, I'm telling y'all, man, there's something in place, man, where, man, it's a mass hypnosis to where majority of motherfuckers are literally rockabye to bed to literal sleep, but they don't recognize the realm that we're in. It's not recognized, bro. I know y'all took a plane flight before. I know. What the fuck is them squares? What the fuck is them squares, bro? Why do it look like that, bro? Who the fuck set that shit up like that?
Mm-hmm.
Who?
Mm-hmm.
Is niggas asking that question? Why the fuck do it look like all lined up and playing like, bro, hold on, man. Look like a big ass farm. Tell me I'm lying, man. So like I said, I'm not a Bible thumper, but I don't think that we're not in the same presence of, and if you want to call it angelic or other beings, higher altered beings, where they have came and created a certain thing for their own pleasure type shit. Like I won't dismiss that at all, bro. It's a lot of different shit. We can go. What's the deepest hole that's been dug? What they say? What 8 miles?
8 miles. Yeah.
And what's all the things that they fucking discovered from the 8 mile that they've been digging? They ain't talk about that. They just said this is the deepest hole that we dug.
Yep.
Do we really want to talk about the levels of dimensions? How dimensions are infinite, bro. And remember, Cyphers, when I'm talking about how you can go infinite positive, you can go infinite negative too. So where's the arbitrary factor of the starting point? There is none. There's not. There ain't no starting point.
The nether world is just
or ending point. Reason why this is an energy source.
So I mean, I'm just saying, man. Like this is like, look, bro. We can create a black hole right now. Us three, right, or whoever's on the panel right now, we can start thinking about some shit right now, bro, and have a concentration of thought. And it'll literally start to change reality, bro. I promise that for a fact. For a fucking fact. We can literally just sit here and all of us have the same thought. That shit'll happen. That shit will fucking happen, man.
No, I agree with that. But I think there is principle that needs to be applied. I don't think it's just.
I don't know, man. This old principle shit, man. This shit, it's no holds bar, bro.
Principle is everything in the ancient world.
What I'm saying, it's literally no holds bar though, bro. There ain't no rules. There are no rules.
The principle is the rules, like the bird.
Nah, that shit.
Let me say what
there ain't no rules. There ain't no rules.
Principles
there ain't no rules though.
What I mean by the rules being the principle is that like the birds, like we have to abide by the earth. That's why when we go on the water, we have to be that before a certain time.
Because how you talking, Raul? That's saying to me, well, how you talking? It's like I can't examine the point of a pen. I can't even zoom in to that point and be right there on that level of that point of that pen. And that's to me like, yes, I can go right there and be the ink.
Right.
I can be the little pin on the ball that rotate when it right across the paper. I can be all of that shit. I can be the ripples when I don't know, people recognize when you write something on paper, that paper rip when you write on that shit. I'm the rip in the writing.
I agree.
You see what I'm saying? So it's so many different levels. Like, you know, you talk about principles, like, nah, they're really, bruh. That sound like rules. That sound like rules to me.
Well, yeah, it is rules. What I'm saying is that everything that you describe, you can be. What I'm saying, I'm about to pass it right back. What I'm saying, everything that you say you can be, there is a rule in order to be that. It's not that you're just gonna be that. You have to apply the rule in order to become that. That's what I'm saying. That's the principle.
No, that's not a principle. It's different. Rules didn't come from principles. They took the concept of a principle and made it a law or made it a rule. Principles were rules, bro. Rules is a fucking Greek is some Greek is a Greek concept. Principles is not
Yeah.
a Greek concept, bro. That's what we trying to tell you, man.
And
I
a
mean,
principle
I'm
is
not
something
really.
that
Principle
can't
is
be.
not a rule. It's a guide. It's like a guide. Not saying that you have to do this or you can't do it. No, it's a guide.
Oh,
It's something that we have access to.
well,
Not
I mean,
and not necessarily knowing what we have access to, and once we access it, then that's what we're able to do type shit. Like, damn, nigga, I can put a point, I can point somewhere in the sky, and nigga, I can move right there with my thinking and my energy. I can go right there. I can go into that cloud. I can become that cloud. I can become that smoke. I become that biochemical war. I can become all of that shit. I
I
can be
agree
all
with
of
you.
that shit.
I agree with the point that
So,
you probably y'all probably get it
no man.
thinking that it don't matter or it's not, or the way y'all say a guy is not a rules. But what I'm saying by a rules meaning that it gotta apply. So whether you guys look at it as a is not being a principle or is not being a rule, what I'm saying is it's gotta apply in order for you to for you to manifest whatever you want to do. There is something that you have to apply. You can't just do it just like that. If that was the case, the whole time you're talking to me right now, you could have
No,
been
I agree
right.
with that.
You could
No,
have
I
been
agree with that, Raul. No, I agree with that. It's certain things in order to do certain shit. There's certain shit that I don't want to say you have to do, but if you want to get there in a certain fashionable way, then you gonna do that in order to get to that certain place. That I do. I get what I get that. No, that's right. That's right. No, that's right. That's right. A certain thing, like I was just like when I was talking about the whole dream thing, bro. Certain things that take place in the dream world can come over here into this reality. And same thing with the physical realm. We can take that into the dream world and we can affect that realm. So it's like, I got you. No, I got you. No, you're right about that though, bro. I won't say you're right, but I'll say I agree with you. Say I agree. I agree. No, I agree with that. I agree with
Because I
that.
don't agree with that spooky dookie shit.
Spooky doogie. Oh, we talking about
He gonna
spooky
he
doogie.
gonna tell me I got and even when he even brings down like, oh, they do this and that, you're not gonna have a concept of a free will and then tell me I got a law to do this and da da da. Man, that's control. Get the fuck out of here. I don't give a
Yeah,
fuck. Go ahead.
yeah.
Yeah, I think the free will with when we say we got the free will, we're
Well,
probably looking at it in a
well,
different
well,
term. But
well,
I
well,
think
well,
I'm
well.
not the best right
I'm
now.
gonna say this.
Don't say I think we. You need to stop saying we and speak for your goddamn self, bro. Don't speak for me. Please don't speak for me because I do not think how you think, bro.
When I say we, I'm speaking of the way me and you look at it, because you're talking about the same thing. I'm talking about the same thing. So when I say you, I'm talking about both me and you. It doesn't have to be necessarily other people.
But let me
No,
let
okay,
me let me just say this though.
no. What I'm saying is you're speaking for yourself. So in the
Right,
point
and
where
you spoke for yourself.
at a point where you're speaking for yourself, speak for yourself. Don't add me in it. Speak for yourself. That's what I'm saying.
Man,
Because
I'm about to speak for everybody. I'm about to speak for everybody right now. I'm gonna just say some shit. Like, okay, it could be a certain thing. Hold on, I'm gonna just say this shit right now, and this is solid as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
There could be something that's already put in place. Everybody go there, and that booby trap is already set in place. Now the thing is, it don't change that the booby trap there, but what does change is people's how they respond or how they react to the shit. That's the different shit. But the booby trap that's set in place for if you go to that motherfucking place, it ain't gonna change that it's there. That's never gonna change. It's there. But how motherfuckers respond or react to it, that's gonna be different across the fucking board. So that to me, that's the difference of speaking for you, speaking for me, or like you know what I'm saying. That motherfucking booby trap's still there, regardless of how any of us react to the shit. But as soon as any of us go there, it's there. You can't change. You can't change that. You can't change that shit.
Yeah, yeah, I got, but at the same time, I see what he mean by saying that don't speak for him, because sometimes we haven't even said anything yet, and people already assume that they know what we're about to say. But in that case, that's not what I represent, because he had already said, give his point of view, and when I'm about to give my point of view, and I said that it's just different between me and him, is different. So I was speaking in context of both of us. So I say that I think we look at it different, but he said, nah.
Man, I could become I could become any one of y'all niggas right now, bro. Like, man, don't play with me, man.
Go
But
ahead
the
and
only
become.
one,
Go
yeah,
ahead and
that
become me. Go ahead and get your transfer on and become me. Let me show you how quick you'll be rejected from this energy force field right over here.
I'm just saying, man. Like, yeah. Like, I niggas better stop playing, man. I motherfucking Ghostbuster y'all niggas into this motherfucking shit over here, nigga. You better stop playing with me, nigga. We all connected to this shit, man. We can't fight. Motherfuckers be trying to fight this shit, but you can't, bro. You can't. You just gotta accept it, man. It's just what it is. What it is, man.
now
It is what it
we
fucking
know
is,
that's a
man.
fact. But the fact is that you know you don't have the
That's what I'm
science.
saying. Like when you say everything is connected, and I'm with that because everything is energy. There's no fucking rules to energy and connecting with energy.
Hell
There's
no,
no
it's not.
goddamn guidelines with none of that shit. I don't give a fuck with anybody.
It's not. There's not. There's not.
So
That shit. That's the real free world. That's the real free world, bro.
Right. And that's what I'm on. That's what I'm
That's
on.
the real free shit.
Yeah, I agree.
Where any and everything is possible, even the thoughts outside of your thoughts, possible.
What again, what I'm saying, I agree with the free will.
So
what I'm saying, the free will.
No. I ain't say free will. I ain't say free will. I said that's the real free world, bro.
Free
world,
not free will.
Okay, free world. Okay, the free world that I personally talking about is that I have the ability to choose or the will, you know what I'm saying, to apply whatever steps or signs I want to apply to become whatever I want to become. I don't think I could just snap my finger, you know what I'm saying, and it happened.
It can.
I guess so. I just want to know. I just want to see somebody.
What happens? The reason why it won't happen for you because you really don't believe that shit.
But I want, since you believe that shit, I want you to show me how it happened.
Man, you ain't getting none of my secrets, man. Get over there with your shit. I'm doing what I'm doing.
Hey, I respect that.
I'm Gucci.
I respect that.
Hell no. I'm gonna share what I share, but yeah, I'm still in an experimental mode too. I ain't got all the fucking answers, but I got some. You see what I'm saying? I got a few shit answered. I ain't got all of them because what happens is, bro, it's infinite possibilities, infinite questions. So this shit just keep going for infinity, bro. Yeah. It don't stop. So there is no stopping point. There is like the brother said, there's no beginning, there's no ending. This shit is a ever revolving type of thing that's going on, bro. That's what's happening.
That's true.
Everything on this bitch reproduces it motherfucking self by nature. Every element, every fucking earth, every plant, person. Yes, well, people in general, not person, because some people don't have kids, of course, but people in general, animals, the rain, the water, everything cycles itself.
I agree 100%. That's why earlier I said that I refer to life as cycle. I don't look at it as time as linear. I look at it as cycle. I said even the ancient world, like as far as the Mayan and the Egyptian, they look at it to be as to be in cycles. So that's why most of the time they was looking to the stars, is because they understand that if they knew the pattern to the stars or the sky, they will understand what was happening or what's gonna happen on Earth. So I do agree with it being a cycle. But what I'm saying is there is a set of steps to every cycle. Every a square or a triangle is a cycle, but it don't have the same shape or signs as a circle. But yet it still has a cycle. So I don't know.
All right,
Yeah, a triangle is a circle of 3.
bro. You don't have to go into it. You good. You keep that point with yourself, bro. You good. You good on that one. we get you. We get you. I mean, you literally just said what I said, but you shapes.
Yeah, because each of them is a
Bro,
different principle.
you don't gotta go too deep into it. You just literally said what I said, but you just use shapes.
No, that's not true because in your theory, you said that there is no principle or rules. It's just what it is. But I use shape. That's why I use shape for a reason because the shape is principle and rules.
Shape, what shape principle? What are you talking
When you're
about?
talking about square, circle, and triangles. But like you said, we don't gotta go there.
Ah. Exactly. I'm not going there with you tonight. You good. You got all that. Keep all that, bruh. This nigga said there's rules to circles.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll drop the link. Man, oh man, oh man. So what's the rule to this energy field of this planet?
Balance.
Huh?
Balance.
Patterns is the rule.
I said balance.
Balance is the rule.
Yeah.
Oh, so there's more. So there's there's balance on the earth right now.
Of course.
There's a couple of things. What you just said, and this the whole rules to a circle, man. Man, all this shit is arbitrary, bro. The language that we even talking right now is arbitrary. It's not based. It's not based on nature. It's based on philosophy, based on something that somebody's idea is. It's an idea. Somebody been just thinking about this shit.
I disagree with you. There's their own principle.
And not saying that the idea doesn't work, but it works to a degree. It works to a certain space to where it's advantageous for those that thought of the shit. That agree to the shit. That doesn't mean that it's successful, that it actually works.
No sweat. You prove my point. Agree. That's the rules. That's not no. That's the rule, but that's a rule. That's all rules. So
I mean,
my thing is always that in every different reality or cycle, you have different rules. But some say there is no rules. It's just cycles.
when it really come down to it, it's not, bro. There's really it's arbitrary, bro. It's arbitrary. Like I said, like how we look at the line.
Check this out, bro.
But if a nigga was just to kill a motherfucker, we would be like, that nigga wrong. But we look at the lion eat the deer, he's not wrong. So you see what I'm saying? It's a different perspective, different realms, but it's the judgment that's put on the different spectrums of what's taking place. But that's the only difference. That's the only difference. That's what's going on. It's still kill. It's still murder. It's still blood being shed.
You just
But is it?
elaborate.
But is it wrong? But is it wrong?
Ain't nobody say it wrong.
I'm
No,
just
hold on,
saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Check this out. Check this out. A fundamental truth or proposition that serves as the foundations for a system of belief or behavior or for a chain of reasoning. That's what principle means.
Yeah,
Principles are not rules.
I agree. They're reasoning or rules to me.
Oh, here you go
But
again.
whether you read
He's still gonna
something,
keep connecting it. He's still gonna keep connecting.
yeah, because like I said, I still stand on my stand, and I must still agree with you because what you said is correct, bro.
It's wrong when I just read the definition of principle.
Yeah, which I agree with.
I just read the definition of principle.
Which I agree with.
Okay, that's cool. All right, cool, Raul. That's you. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead. That's why I said don't speak for me because we do not think alike.
I haven't spoke for you, bro.
No, I just explained what I was saying earlier. Just like how you always say, "Oh yeah, that's what I said earlier." No, that's what I said earlier. That's why I was saying don't speak for me because we don't think alike.
And I already told you that I was never going that way, that route. So if you want to do that in order to probably keep content, that's you. But I already said I was never said that we think alike. I said that when I said that you speak and I speak.
Look, man. Look. That's why I said. But I said I killed all this shit. Like, bro. Like, all right. Regardless of whatever language any of us speak, if we try to go fucking what they call it, grave diggers, try to go dig motherfucking graves up to try to find some type of history, there may be some things in place that's already there. So that we step on there, if we all going there at one time and we have that certain experience, irregardless of what the fuck any of us think, that shit is there. It's fucking there. So there is no dispute on what I'm gonna do, what you gonna do, like that shit there. Like
you're right.
how we respond, that's the difference. But the fact that some shit is there that we all came to this certain point and experienced the shit, you can't dispute that shit. You can talk about whatever the fuck you want to talk about, but that shit there. That shit there, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't even want to say there. I just want to say we all had an interaction with whatever the fuck took place at that point. Like, you know what I'm saying? It get vague as fuck.
But you gotta understand, Star. I agree with you, but just like the beach or the rivers is there, that doesn't mean you can just take water. You still have to apply the steps by walking or take some type of transportation in order to get to the river.
Nah, you could take water. You could take water. You could definitely take water. You could definitely take that shit. It's just the thing is, if there's anybody there to stop you from taking that shit, that's the factor. Is there anybody that's putting a restriction on you from being able to get access to that motherfucking water?
I already told you what the restriction was.
That's when the shit changed.
But listen,
that's when things change.
But listen, we already know that when there is restriction, of course they're gonna be changed. And I spoke in the circumstances where there was a bridge, because I said that if just because there is rivers and beaches everywhere, that doesn't mean you can just go to them. Meaning that the bridge, that is the fact that you have to apply the step of walking or something.
Nah. You can go to there. And it go back to what I was just saying. But you can go to there, but what's restricting you if you make that choice in your mind to say, I'm about to go here and get some water? Who's stopping you?
Nobody. You already applied.
I'm just saying, this motherfucker's in place to be like, nah, you can't come here and get this motherfucking water. And that's where the conflict starts. Like, that's the question asked. Who the fuck are you to tell me I can't come get this water that's freely floating in the earth, whatever the fuck we call where we are? Who the fuck are you to tell me I can't come get a cup of this river water?
I think
but this motherfucker's in place to say that you can't do that shit. That's where the war starts.
I agree with you on that. When man itself trying to come in between us and nature. But what I'm saying, nature already put certain bridges between
The
us,
fuck?
and unless you apply these steps, you're not gonna get to the next level.
Man, that's bullshit, bro.
All right.
You can get to the next level regardless. Look, man, it's always gonna be a war. Any type of level you want to access, it's gonna be somebody to say you can't go there, you can't go there. But who the fuck are you? You're not my fucking God. I can go where the fuck I want to go.
100%.
That's the conflict in society, in the world today, right now.
I agree.
Because maybe I want to say, motherfucker, you can't do this, you can't restrict this, you can't do that. It's conflict. You can't do this to us or to me.
I thought we went into
problem.
that when I thought I went into that when I break down the government. I'm gonna stop saying we.
I'm just saying, bro.
Since certain people,
It become personal. It become personal because it's affecting you directly.
This I am said it's shaped like a circle that's a triangle.
What happened, sir?
You remember when I don't know if you heard when Raul was trying to explain these shapes and stuff or whatever, but that's what this I am said. It's shaped like a circle that's a triangle.
Oh shit.
Raul never said that.
I'm just saying,
They
man.
coming for that nigga Raul.
I'm just saying, man. That's been an ongoing conflict for anybody to try to say either you do have access or you don't have access to certain things that are natural to the motherfucking world. And we want to create these motherfucking medicines to keep you on our motherfucking type of time when things in the jungle, in the wild can flush your whole system out and you'll be back new before from where you come from. You come from the earth. You know what I'm saying? It's bullshit, bro. All this shit. This fucking paper ass, fake ass fucking money. Talk about bills, talk about death. This shit is just an idea, bro.
You're right. I agree with
what the fuck are we talking about? And everybody is so comfortable in whatever they were able to be successful in. They're comfortable with, oh, it's not me. That's them on the lower level. But nigga, that eventually it's gonna come to your doorstep eventually. Then what you gonna fucking do with your coward bitch ass? What you gonna do then? Look, it's all fun and games till they come to your doorstep. That's a quote I've been saying. It's all fun and games till they come to your motherfucking doorstep, motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
On some real shit, man.
Yep.
All this senses, motherfucker, senses trying to get a count of motherfuckers. You count motherfucker who name signed to that shit. Like, man, let's get into the the niggas know anything about contracts, bro? How they work? According to what the fuck they put in our face? A lot of this shit, niggas could be using their own, the game that been presented to us, they could be using this shit against their motherfucking ass. And right. showing the contradiction of what the fuck they presenting to everybody else, bro.
I think you break it down, bro. To me, the contract ain't gonna say nothing but a whole bunch. You can't do this, you can't do that.
Man, a contract ain't gonna stop a punch in the mouth or a bullet in the face. I know that.
Facts.
I know that for a fact. All this shit exists on fucking paper, bro. It ain't even real. None of this shit is real, bro. This is some fabrication ass society that we live in. It's all fabricated, bro. And motherfuckers are accepting this shit as reality and truth, and it's not.
It is not. I mean, reality is not truth. I mean, for the people that I don't associate reality and truth the same, because reality.
Man, I do.
Reality.
I do.
It's just a reaction. It's just what to
I
me.
Associate. I associate reality with truth. I do.
Okay, so let me say
I
this.
do.
And I agree with you if you do, but what I'm saying, me personally, I don't, because reality is just what it is, a reaction of the actuality of what's really happened. So I don't take reality as
man. Reality and truth is the one in the motherfucking same, man. because there's nothing that took place that you cannot change. You cannot change that's already been put in history. That's already been in the past. Whatever's there is there, bro. You can't change. That's reality. That's reality, and that's why we're in a certain present moment of right now. They're one and the fucking same, bro. They're one and the same. They're one and the fucking same.
It's changing, bro.
Irregardless, it could be some bullshit. It could be a lie, motherfucker said. The reality of the fact that that motherfucker lied about that shit, that don't change that it didn't happen, bro. That's reality, and that's why we right here in this present moment talking about the shit. That's reality. That's the truth.
No, the actuality is that shit happened, but the reality is you gotta say.
No, the reality is still that. The reality is still that shit. It's still that shit, bro. What you talking about? It's that shit, man.
Can I just break it? Can I just let back to what is the
man? That's the reality, nigga.
The actuality is that's what's really happened. It really happened, and the actuality is it really happened, and the reality is the same. That's what they say it happened. They saying it happened.
I just said that they want in this. I just said that, Raul. You repeating what the fuck I just said.
No,
you repeating what I just said, my nigga. I just said that.
Okay, so let me clarify myself. What happened and what somebody say happened is two different things. I say actuality.
Nah.
Yeah, bro.
What happened?
I'm the one that's saying it. So that prove you wasn't saying. You didn't say that. You didn't say that. Because what I'm saying, actuality. You know what I'm saying? Is what really happened. And reality.
The thing is, Raul, it don't even matter if a motherfucker, when they was saying it, it don't even matter if it was a lie. The fact is the matter of fact that they said the shit. That's the reality.
Yeah, I agree. But I'm saying the actuality.
That's what I'm saying. You basically just said the same shit I just said. You just said the same shit. I just said that shit.
On one hand, yeah.
You can't agree and disagree at the same time.
I just said that shit, Raul. Like, bro.
And I proved that I agree with you on one hand.
Okay, well, you agree. Well, we cool then, nigga. You agree? All right, we're cool. We good.
Hell yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's what's up. Shit, what the fuck? That's what I'm saying, nigga. Shit, the fuck?
This nigga will agree and then argue about the same shit he agreed with.
Hell no, nigga. I'm saying that shit. It's said differently.
I never agree and disagree.
But I'm saying that. That's what I'm saying, bro.
No, but listen though, let me clarify myself because
we're not the only ones that saying that on the screen.
God. All right, go ahead. Hold on, no. Let me listen. Let me put my brakes and let me open my ears. Go ahead, Raul.
Okay, you say actuality and reality is the same thing, is one and the same, and I say no. And I say no. Actuality is not the same as reality. I say
time out. Raul, you saying actuality? What are you? Because how you saying? I didn't say what you saying. How you saying actuality and reality? What are you? Let me get the words right. What are you saying that I said? Actuality and reality is the same. You saying that's you saying the same thing as me, and that's what I'm saying. I'm saying listen. You claim you said the same thing as me, right? So no. I said you're saying what I'm saying.
No,
I'm saying I already said the shit, and you're basically duplicating it and repeating what I already fucking said. And you're claiming it as if there's something new that you're saying when you're not saying nothing new. You're saying the same shit that I just said. That's what I'm not saying I'm getting it from you getting it from me. What I'm saying you're getting it from me, bro.
Let me say
you're basically repeating what I'm saying.
Okay, so let me say this. You say something, I say something, and you say, and now you come back to say it's the same. What I said is the same thing as yours. So let me repeat it again. So maybe you could change your mind, or if you could stand on your ground again as I repeat the same thing that you're saying. So what I'm basically saying is that we have actuality and we have reality. And I said that reality is a reaction of what happened. I said actuality is what really happened.
Man, it's the same. It's one and the same, bro. It's one and the same. Actuality and reality is happening at the same time. It's happening at the same time, bro. There is no space between the two.
Right.
It's happening at the same fucking time.
That's your word. I ain't saying
All
that
right,
you
man.
wrong or
Well,
right.
shit, nigga. You can just try to argue it, but you don't got no foundation because you can't dispute it. How you gonna dispute that? It's happening at the same time, bro.
You say okay. You say
Argue it. Make some sense. Make an argument that makes sense of what I just said.
Okay. You
Go
said
ahead.
that you said reality and neutrality based on how I explain it
No,
is the same thing. They both
Actuality and reality.
Yes, you said they both is the same thing based on how I explain
No,
it.
I said they're happening at the same time.
Right. You said they happen at the same time. And how to prove that they're not happening at the same time? Because do you base what you're saying on me breaking down actuality and reality?
Hold on. Say what? Say that again.
I said, do you base that on me on how I break down actuality and reality?
Man, I'm not basing it off nothing. I'm going off of my experience. What I'm saying is that's what takes place. Reality and actuality is happening at the same damn time. That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
I'm not basing it off of nothing that you said. I'm basing it off of things that I've experienced in my life. That's what's going on.
Okay, so that's why, brother. After you said that, I said, "Hey, that's your word. I ain't gonna say it right or wrong. I'm gonna just say it like that.
And if it's wrong, if you got a position where I'm saying something wrong, what's your position on the shit? Because if you ain't got nothing to say, then obviously it ride through, bro. It gotta be that shit. Then if we're in the construct of language and words, we can play with these words all day. I'm a wordsmith like a motherfucker. We could go into these words all fucking day.
But like I
if
said,
that's what you want to do.
Like I said, you break it down, and I say that I'm not gonna say it right or wrong. If that's the way you see it, that's cool.
Man, that shit right, man. So whatever. That's what's up.
But let me say it. If I'm gonna break, if
it's wrong, what's contrary to what I'm saying? What do you have contrary to what I just said about that shit? If it's wrong.
Okay, because
in the atmosphere of words and language, what we doing?
And it's gonna be based on how I break it down. I'm not gonna elaborate on what you said. Like I said, I'm not whether it's right or wrong. That's your opinion. Based on how I break it down.
No, not an opinion, bro.
Okay. So let me say. Okay, so let me give mine. It's a fact.
That shit. You can direct that shit to actual explanation of any type of definition you want to fucking use. You're gonna get that outcome every single time.
Okay, so let me say this though. The way I break down actuality and reality can be in the past or it can be in the now. So it's not happening in the same time as the now if it can be in the past, because the now
it is happening in the same time because that's why we're here now.
Like I said, I agree. Like I said,
what the fuck are you talking about?
Like I said, I don't know if you listen.
Man, that shit happened. The past is happening right now. Believe it or not, it is. That's why we're able to be right here. What are you talking about, bro?
It's not the past to me.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. That's why we're here. That's why we're right here, right now, in the present.
We're talking about the past. We're talking about the Egyptian, the Mayan.
Man, we talking about all of that shit. That's why we here, bro. What the fuck are you talking about? We're here now because of all of that shit. So the present is still happening right now.
Where they at?
What the fuck are you talking about, boy?
Where are they?
I don't want to be on no disrespectful shit, bro. But this is here now. We're the past. We're the present, and we're the fucking future, nigga. What the fuck are you talking about, dude?
Yeah,
we're all of that. We're all of that shit, bro. We're all of that shit. You have children, they're the past, they're the present, they're the future. All of that shit is all in us, bro. Like you can't escape it. You can't escape none of that shit. What are you saying? What are you talking about? What are you saying? I'm really trying to understand what you're saying, because
listen to
what I'm saying. You can't really dispute what I'm saying, bro. You just can't.
Okay.
You can try to, but what come on, let me hear it.
Okay, bro. What I'm trying to say is how you break it down, bro. You break it if it all was happening at the same time, you wouldn't call it the past, the future, and the present. You would just call it the present. But the fact that you're calling it the past, the future, and the present, showing that it's not happening at the same time. It's just like
the past is the accumulation of now, bro. What are you? What are you? I don't understand you, bro. Because that's what I'm saying. If it wasn't for the past, I wouldn't even be able to talk to you right now, bro.
I agree with that.
All of this shit is a combustion of certain times that are colliding at one time, bro.
You do this when you walk. When you walk, as you're stepping into the future. As you're walking and stepping, you're walking. What you're presently doing is walking in the present. And those steps that you had just previously took is going to be in the past.
That shit is all happening at the same time. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like,
damn. Yeah, I heard.
Like, what the fuck, man?
Wait for it.
I heard.
Like, come on, bro. You can try to argue this shit all you want, but no, nothing is not happening, even in the present, the future, or the past, without the past, or the future, or the present. It's nothing is happening without none of those factors, bro. It's not happening.
I ain't never seen one was happening with the.
I'm just saying.
I ain't never seen one was happening.
So how you trying to argue? How you trying to argue? What you trying to argue? What are you saying? Because of the past, you saying you're not in the past? No, you are in the past too. You still are.
Nah.
You still are, bro.
Nah. My past. Okay.
Whatever you're doing now is going to become the past.
All right, man.
Yeah,
you said you're not in the past. All right, we still in the past, and we in the future, and we in the present. We in all of those spaces at one time, bro. All at the same fucking time. Even at times when a motherfucker wasn't there, we still that of that past. We still that shit. We're still that shit.
Now all these are the
man. We're still that shit, bro. We're still all of those things, man.
All that you're talking about.
We're all of those things, man. All right, bro. I'm telling. We gonna argue that. All right, look. I want to hear actually your actual argument. Like, what contrary point could you have to what I've been saying? Like, seriously.
It's because you see, it's because again, so like that proved that you haven't even been like talking back to anything I've been saying, but you guys want to say
yes, I have. Yes, I have. But yes, I have.
So what's my point then? What
you're saying that we're not in the past. You're saying because we wasn't in that certain time, we're not that shit. That's what you're saying. And I'm saying yes, the fuck we are, even in the present right now.
So I asked you for the Egyptian.
I don't give a fuck about none of that shit, bro.
What you mean you don't? It's the past, bro.
What I'm saying. All of that shit is an accumulation of what is right now in front of your face. So I'm talking to you. So it really doesn't even fucking matter because that's all in the accumulation of who the fuck we are and everybody, bro. So what is it? Why do I gotta go into certain records the motherfuckers done created where I can't necessarily verify where I've been there to experience the shit, but I know I'm here.
Bro, you said that is now, bro. You're supposed to experience it.
Yes.
Right now. You're supposed to just
show. And I experienced that shit because I know who the fuck I am, bro.
Okay, so I want to know where is an Egyptian. Can you show me where is it?
I don't give a fuck about no Egyptian, bro. What is the fuck? What the fuck is an Egyptian? What is an Egyptian? What is an Egyptian? What the fuck is an Egyptian, bro? What is that shit?
It's a type of.
I know. I feel ancestry in my blood from motherfuckers that I came from.
Actually, they were Kemet.
So whatever name y'all want to give the shit, what I'm saying is I've had memories of times, ancient times where before I even know what the word ancient was, I was doing that shit. I'm an accumulation of all of that shit. You are too. All of us are. We are the ones from that shit in the present right now.
I ain't argue that.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Wrong. I ain't argue that. Like you said.
So what the fuck? We ain't even gotta talk about this shit because we right here.
But what you bro? Like I don't know why. I don't
know why either, man. You sound man. You really sound dumb to me, bro. We are all of that shit, man. and it's the past, right, in the present, and going toward the future. So what the fuck are you talking about, bro?
Man,
We are that past. We are that present.
Man,
We all of that shit, man.
Okay, bro, say something. Oh, you keep saying we all that.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so let me come in, bro. All I'm saying, we are all that, but all that happened in their own time. It's not happening at the same time.
Man, it's still happening. It's still happening.
You're gonna keep saying the same thing again, bro.
Man, it's still happening though, bro.
Okay, since you already said that, I made my point, bro. So
all right, man, it's still happening, bro. It's still happening, bro.
Let me make a point. You was a child, bro. And you was
okay.
You was an adult, bro, and now you a grown man. All these happening.
Hey, who's to say that as a child I wasn't a master even as a child? What are you saying, bro?
I don't care what was. We're talking about how it was the past. You're not that right now. That's what I'm prove.
All right, man. All of that shit is in me. It's been in me, and it's been in you. So what? So now what?
I don't know what you're talking about. So what?
So now what?
If you can't see that you're not sucking from your mama's titty right now, you grown right now.
Are you serious, bro?
I don't know what you're talking
about. How does that make a difference from me than a motherfucking deer or a bear or a motherfucking any type of mammal, bro? Like that don't make nobody special because niggas sucking from a damn nipple. What are you saying? What are you saying, bro? What are you talking about?
Yo, man, I'm talking about that's not happening right now. I don't see you sucking from your mama's
man. I will if I get my woman pregnant, nigga. You know I'm a suck from her titty because her titty milk is good to me. What the fuck are you talking about?
Man, I ain't no baby good talk, bro. He's a grown ass baby talking to me right now.
Man, all right, man. That's what's up, bro. That's what's up. I know that past. What you talking about? We right here. That's where that shit come from, and we're right here in the present, and we going to the future right now as we speak. Every second, every minute, every time the sun goes across the motherfucking whatever the fuck we want to call this shit, we are an accumulation of all of that shit, and it doesn't go anywhere. It's right here with us right now. So there's no difference. There's no difference. We still in that same time, even then and now.
All right, baby boy.
It's all one moment. It's all an accumulated moment, bro.
I got it, dog.
Yo, what if that hot sauce on root words that just fell? Right
like, bro,
it came from the most.
Like, nah, man.
I'm sorry.
and if I'm saying and if I'm misspeaking, produce your contrary argument. Otherwise, man, you just need to kind of like pump your brakes, bro.
Yeah,
you really can't argue. You really can't argue that shit, man.
We cool. I did that already.
You could try to.
I put my brakes.
You really like. How you gonna argue that, bro? You're not your ancestors. You're not your mother. You're not your father. You're not none of those things. And that you don't carry that with you, even within your DNA. You don't carry that with you, even right now in the present and going forward. Exactly, bro. Silence. That's what I'm saying. Like, man, dude, come on, man.
Wait for it.
Yo, bro. Why do you think this nigga? Why do you think Roy got that?
I'm just saying, man. I ain't trying to be like on some like. This is some so ancient shit that I'm still right now. I'm still ancient right now in the present. The fuck?
Yo, cool. I digressed already a long time, but I'm trying to ask this nigga why you think Word got that hot sauce on his desk, bro. But he think I'm still on that, bro. I give him that. I put my brakes on it, bro.
No, I got love for you, Raul, man. We can have these man. I just, let's keep digging this shit till we keep plunging out jewels. That's what I fuck with that shit, man. I got love for you. I got love for all y'all. I got love for all my people, man. They're on some real shit. I really do. But I just know sometimes I can't connect on certain levels with my people because I might be too deep into a certain bag. So it might be I'm a weirdo on certain things. But I'm just saying, man. Motherfucker you're gonna have to deal with the shit eventually. Now you gonna have to deal with it eventually. It's gonna come to you. All this shit that we talking about. Anybody that is not aware of this shit, motherfuckers gonna come in face to face with the shit in due time.
Nah,
That's a fact.
now you done hit my heart, bro. Cause you know what I'm saying. Cause you done show me that, damn, bro. Like, I mean, I ain't trying to go and trying to debate and trying to go do no type of chaos. You know what I'm saying? You was right on point, bro. Like saying that all of that is connected together. You got what I'm saying? I agree 100%. You're right, but everything you're saying, I don't want to be biased, bro. You got what I'm saying? I just said that my point might be interested, but you know what I'm saying? Either that deep, you know what I'm saying? But as far as what you're saying, bro, you're right on point with that, bro. I don't want to make it look like you wasn't saying nothing important, or you know what I'm saying? What you're saying had no validity.
Oh, I need some healing, Ancient Wife. Need some healing.
That's that nigga Cook. What Cook? Which Cook is that? Is that the Freemason Cook nigga?
Yeah.
I've been wanting to talk to that nigga, man. Tell that nigga come on up here, man. Let's talk about some shit. Cause I've been wanting to pick some brain. Cause them niggas be having some shit over there in that little lounge and shit, man. I fuck with Cook though, but I don't fuck with him like that. But I fuck with him though. You know what I'm saying? This nigga trying to sacrifice a nigga. Like, nah, nigga, ain't about to sacrifice me, nigga. I ain't about to be your victim, nigga. Fuck that, nigga. I don't know what the fuck y'all niggas got going on over there, but yeah, man.
Nah,
I've been wanting to holler at that nigga though, man. Like, what's up, Cook? Nigga, bring your ass over here, man. No disrespect though, Raul. No, on some real shit. I'm just saying, man. A lot of times, even just talking. Words like sometimes like it go back to the whole example of the damn snake with the brother Cypher was talking about. Snake ain't got to say shit to you. He gonna do it. He or she gonna do a certain thing, and you already gonna know. It ain't even gonna have to be nothing. No words even spoken. You already know, motherfucker. Come up in this. I'm gonna wrap your motherfucking ass. And I'm gonna bite your neck. Like it's already. Those words ain't even necessary. It's already like you know what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. Warning signs. Porcupine. This motherfucker is the most one of the most gentlest creatures in nature. But you come try to bite this motherfucker, you gonna get a one of them things in a motherfucking poke in your neck, trying to bite this nigga, man. And he really don't even mean that. But he ain't talking that. That's his defense mechanism in nature. Yeah. That's his shit. Like you try to bite this nigga, you gonna get one of them little porks in your neck. You trying to bite this nigga.
Yeah.
Like it just
and like you said,
I'm just saying, man, like certain shit is already in place without it even having an explanation. It's just already there. As soon as you see it, you already recognize what's going on before we even get into definitions of any fucking thing. But we cannot overlook certain definitions because that's what frames our world. That's what I'm not saying that we've done it, but that's what we waking up in. We waking up within a certain frame of rules and explanations and definitions and all this shit.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, go back to how we was talking about how the soul is important. You know what I'm saying? Because it brings morality. But first of all, it's important because,
like for instance, let me say this, Raul.
Okay.
How do?
Quick, bro.
Right, go ahead,
came
go
up. What's going
on, bro? I'm not digressing.
That's good.
What the hell going on over
That's good. What up with you, man? What's up with you, bro? Hey, you know what I'm saying? I had to touch something, man. I had to put a little spirit in you for a second. What's happening? I already know it's something moving in the dungeon, man. I already know them motherfucking dark clouds and them spirits move. I already know what's up. I already know what's something cooking, nigga. What's happening? What's happening with you, boy? I said, excuse me. Let me not say my man. Let me say Your Majesty. You know what I'm saying?
Put him on the stand.
Feel me? Yeah, let me put you on your pedestal for a sec. Let me properly produce myself to you, you know what I'm saying, my man. You already know we about to get into a whole nother bag where I don't know if it motherfucker ready, but hey, it is what it is, man. Hey, I'm here, man. And I wish Nadi was back up here, man, because Nadi was saying some stuff, and I don't want to discount Nadi because he was saying some things. There is a difference between who we are and animal. We are. I think that there is a certain splice of consciousness, but I don't want to dismiss the soul. I don't want to dismiss the soul of any type of anything that's in existence. I don't want to dismiss that. I don't want to say because I made this table, it doesn't have a spirit or it doesn't have a soul or it doesn't have some type of energy that is allowing it to stand in the place that I made it. You know what I'm saying? But that's what we was talking. That's what we was talking about. We can't dismiss that because everything that we're all doing, it come from it. It comes from the source that has the soul. So how can, even if we do create something, how does it not have that? I don't think that's correct. I think that's incorrect. Everything has a certain energy about it. Otherwise, if it didn't, it would collapse. It would fall. It would fold. It would turn into a black hole, like suck his own self into its own little hole or its own dimension, like to where it's nothing no more. So when
you say the spark of consciousness, so you kind of think that between all living things, the animal and human beings and the trees and everything, living waters and you know what I'm saying, other things that they call living things, you're saying that we are the only one that kind of know we are who we are? Like
nah. I'm saying there's a separation between, as far as like when I was talking about the sugar, when you make this a Kool-Aid, you get a certain scoop. It's a certain amount of sugar you putting in that motherfucker every time you scoop. It's never the same amount ever. So what I'm saying is just that distinction in itself. Everything is getting a certain amount of something. Not to say that anything is greater or less, but it's a certain amount of something that's put into anything that's in existence.
Yeah, it's the mixture. The difference is in the mixture. Period.
Now, hold on. Because I could get upset right now, get mad, go punch a tree. But if a tree had hands, that motherfucking tree would knock me out, man. A fucking tree is strong as fuck, bro. I gotta create machinery to uproot the motherfucker. And eventually, over time, if I wanted to dig it up with my hands, I would have to do it over time and be like, okay, I had to put a lot of power into digging this motherfucker up. But the tree itself, I can't just push the motherfucker over unless I get something in me where I'm charged up so much to where I had to get that energy from the earth or from the planet, whatever we want to call this. I would have to get that shit in order to move this motherfucker. But the tree already got that shit. Strong as fuck, nigga.
Yeah, so that's why.
We gonna say a tree ain't got no soul. That's bullshit, man. That's bullshit to me.
100.
Wait, what the fuck, nigga? This tree's stronger than a motherfucker. You like what? Solid as fuck. Like, man, I done developed, man. It's been certain times in my life where I didn't really fully understand how magnetism and energy really work, bro. I said this shit a while ago about our hands and our feet, bro. Our feet, when it comes to the shoes, they created the rubber sole, cut us off from the earth. Our hands, we don't really touch a lot of different things. These things are energy transfers, bro. Our feet, why do you think our feet so ticklish? It's just so sensitive, man. That's an energy conductor, bro. Where you can absorb energy through. Same thing with your palms and your hands. That's energy, man. I'm telling you, bro. That's energy conductors, bro. Where motherfucker, you could like, I don't know if y'all seen the movie, Lord of the Rings, motherfucking World of Warcraft, where motherfuckers be putting their hands around and shit. That energy be coming from their palms and the energy of their feet from the earth, bro, where they sucking up energy and ain't able to manipulate certain things. People are still sleep to this day on that shit, bro. I've been saying this shit for years, bro.
Hey,
our feet and our palms are energy conductors where we can absorb energy and give energy, bro.
Let me say this.
I'm serious as fuck about that shit, man.
Let me say this right quick, right? Then I'm gonna pass it back to you quick. let me say this very quick. Right? They say we have 3 souls. You have the soul at the bottom of your feet. You have your soul that you're true, who you truly are, and you have the solar system that we have the sun, which is a soul. But we have the Caribbean people or the tropical island, so-called island people, native of them. They don't walk with shoes. They walk without shoes, like bare feet. And these people are the closest people so-called to God.
Man, we like the circuit. We just like the circuit that motherfuckers plug they shit into the wall. That shit that they plug into the wall. You see, it's copper, right? What the fuck color is the bottom of your foot and your palm? It's that same motherfucking color, bro. Mm-hmm. It's an electric conductor for you can transfer energy through. And like on some real shit, I know this might sound like some I'm not trying to be on no gay shit. I'm just saying, if niggas literally just go and get in a circle and start holding hands, bro, and literally just start thinking about certain shit, we could power some shit, man. Just from us, just collectively holding hands and thinking about certain things, and our energy passing through one another, bro. Our hands and our feet, that energy is gonna circulate and develop a vortex where it could power some amazing shit, man. I know that sounds weird. I'm telling you, man. That's what happens. And they want to do, and government and all this shit want to do everything they can to separate that to where they cannot, where motherfuckers cannot do that shit, bro. But I'm telling you right now, man. Probably not ready for that shit. But even right now, if I could hold my woman hand and my son hand, and it could be some crazy ass shit that we could create just because us holding hand, we transferring energy amongst each other, man. People don't understand this energy shit. That shit, man, that shit powerful, man. And you stop playing with that shit. That shit real as fuck. And they want to do government shit, want to do everything to try to dissect that shit and make it a smaller level versus just imagine if let's say a whole population, let's just say so-called black folk was to do that shit. It's everybody hold hands and just think, bro. And all that energy starts circulating with everybody, man. You like, nigga, you know what kind of shit will come out of that, bro? That's like, are y'all serious? Like, man, I'm telling you, man, niggas better stop sleeping on that shit, bro. But most motherfuckers are unaware of that shit.
That's why they do that in
energy moving. My bad. Go ahead.
That's why they do that in church, and then the pastor steal it. But you could do that shit. That why he's saying he giving your like real like facts. You got what I'm saying? Of the native is practicing today for real, and I know him saying that he have to get some result for himself. But for real, if you don't have your shoes in your feet, that's even more connected. Like he's saying, you got what I'm saying? You're drawing more powers. You could manifest some real things.
I'm just saying, it's a lot of shit that they want people to be maintained in a subservient ass position. They don't want people to recognize their connection with the actual creator. And when I say creator, I mean everything. I don't just mean some type of motherfucking entity that's in the sky. I mean literally everything. The source of energy itself. It's not a being. It's a source. I jumped out of a plane when I was in the motherfucking military, bro. You know what happened? I felt my inner galactic self was being pulled to the center, to whatever center there is. Like I was being magnetized. In the Bible, they may see that's hell, but to me, that's the source pulling me back to it. I wasn't ready yet, so I pulled myself back into my physical body, bro.
I like how you put that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, I'm still here. Like, I'm not ready yet. But that source, man, you can't fight it. I don't give a fuck what the fuck anybody think. They could be good, evil, or whatever type of perspective they want to put on it. It's still going back to which it came from. Period.
Yeah.
There's no fighting that. Yeah, I don't try to dispute. That's where it's coming. That's where it's going back to. That's where it's going back to, man. And people shouldn't be afraid of that shit. A lot of people are. They're scared of, they afraid of death, scared to die. But we talk about die, we put these concepts in these certain, we put these certain things that take place in these certain categories, and it minimalizes things to what actually is taking place, man. So
what you're saying is powerful because, like, I don't know if Chris remember, I was telling him that how I got into an accident, and when I got into the accident after it all happened, I'm like, damn, my time. What come to my mind like, damn, my time is close, but I'm like, damn, I'm not ready yet though. And today I got what I was trying to do the presentation for the debate and shit. And Sam just told me to call my dad, so I called my dad and shit like that, and start talking to him. And then he started telling me that how he had a dream. You got what I'm saying? Because he's a Christian. You got what I'm saying? He heavy on the Bible, and he was saying that how he felt like you know what I'm saying, how the devil came to him, you got what I'm saying, and bowed down and say, I ain't come for you, but he came for me type shit.
now check this out. Let me check this out. Let me tell y'all about some devil shit. Cause like this how this shit work, bro. It's literally I ain't gonna say it worked for any of y'all like that, but from my discovery, it's like a reflector, man. It's like I done had experience of the black mirror, and whatever I put into it is a certain thing that come out of it. So through certain experiences of the black mirror, and people want to call it the pineal gland, but and I said this a while ago too. That shit is a portal. It's a portal, bro. It's a portal. I've been saying this shit a long fucking time. People slept on this shit, but I'm telling you, there's a portal. From my belief, there's a portal in our minds where we can travel through, literally, and go wherever the fuck we want to go.
I mean, I think our eyes and our third eye is the gateway to
hold on, man. What I'm saying is, it's like, all right, brother Cyphers was speaking on that shit a while ago when you recognize that you're dreaming, or what were you saying, Cyphers? You were saying something about the lucid dreaming. We was having this conversation a while ago, bro. But what I'm saying, there are these worlds that are taking place on different spectrums, bro, and where you have access to those worlds, bro. Mm-hmm. And it's something that's separate, completely separate from what we consider the awakening. Well, I'll say what I consider the awakening moment right now, where we dealing with some matrix law, real bullshit ass shit here. It's a whole nother space over in another realm where you can even access that. Now, what would happen if you were able to go, and I'm not saying that it's impossible, but what if you were to transfer yourself from this reality and to go there, and you be there permanently versus being here? The body would collapse. Now you would be in that other realm now. Now, who's to say that that's either more or less authentic than the one you just came from?
I agree. My thing is that right, is my personal thing is that, like I said, is the physical world. So when you speak of other world, to me personally is the either world, which way everything is happening. When you spoke about the past, the future, and the present, is all happening in the neither world. But when you come to the spiritual world, this is where our ancestors, the person that was in our life that so-called passed on, this is where they at, and this is the one that's supposed to come here to our children. This is where they at. But in the neither world, everything is happening there. So,
man, what if you go there and you get stuck there, bro? To where that realm become the realm that how we talking right now? Mm-hmm. What if you go there and that become that? how we talk. Like, I don't even know how to fully explain it, but as far as like, I like to call this an awakening, but I even know it's still a plethora of sleep hypnosis that's put out for people. I get all of that, but what I'm saying is, what will happen if you go to that other realm and that become your new reality?
That's exactly what would happen.
I'm just saying, like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm just like
But
I
the
said,
thing
I'm
is,
just
bro,
putting thoughts out there, man. I don't
the
fucking
thing
know.
is, it's a real world. That's why you can go there. So if you go there, like you said, it's become your reality. That's
No,
exactly
I believe that. It's an actual thing that's taking place that you're not actually aware of at the time, at the moment. But it's still a continuing thing that's taking place. You just don't know where it's located. I believe that. I can't prove it. I believe it though.
Well, I believe you know where it is, but it's just not based on how we view location over here. How you
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
but,
saying.
but I believe we know
It's
how it is. That's why
where it's where it is. That's the only way to describe it. Is where it's at.
What if in case and what if instead of asking where is New York City at, the question was how do you get to New York City?
Or it's at where it's at.
But what I'm saying is that
it's just there.
But listen to what I'm saying. What if the question of where was how instead of where was how?
How? Because my thing is, if we're gonna be able to ask that question, we got to be able to ask the other question too, within the spectrum of where we being a part of whatever we call where we are.
Go ahead again. Ask that question again.
I was just saying, if we can ask that question, then that's got to be, to me, it's a part of the question of where, or like where we are, like where the fuck, like that question don't come without the other question. You see what I'm saying? It ain't just a singular. It's not just singular where it just end right there. Because you able to ask that, then you got to be able to ask that according to according to what the fuck this shit is. I don't fucking know. I can't explain this shit fully, but I know I can go into things that have been explained to me and explain it according to what's been told to me. But that's really the best I could do. But I can get into my own philosophy where it starts to change definitions and words and shit to where it starts becoming my own creation, where it starts becoming something completely different.
But I don't know. But to me, I understand what you're trying to say, because you're saying that, man, if you're talking about how to get to New York, that means you can also tell me where New York is at.
That's right.
What I'm saying is that if I know how to get to, if I know one or the other, I don't think you know what I'm saying, it really matter if I know the other one, because since we know they both lead to the same place. So you know what I'm saying. So I think they kind of like bring.
But there's another paradigm though.
What I'm saying is that I don't think the paradigm is between where and how, because we already conclude that they both
nah, bro, because within this realm, those questions can start to create certain sciences to solve certain problems, bro. So we can't just discount that shit within this certain realm of understanding of things, how things work and how to you're there to utilize it. Yeah, the who, the what, the where, the why, the how is all I don't want to say congruent, but they're all relevant to one another, bro.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's what I was saying. Since they're all leading to the same same thing.
But they're all relevant, but they're not the same. But they're not the same though. They're relevant to being able to solve a certain problem or situation. It's always problem solving, bro. It's all, in my mind, like, okay, what's the problem? We don't know this location. Where is this? Longitude, latitude, according to the motherfucking map. this is the degree, this is the degrees of this way, and this is the latitude of this way, and this is how we got to get to this certain location if we want to get there to do a certain thing.
But I think
Everything is promised.
I don't know from what I'm hearing to me, because to piggyback on what we said, because when we said that the past, the present, and the future was in the same thing, because remember I give you a run around of that, and then you showed me that
that still stands. Yeah, it is.
When you show me that or what aspect you was trying to point out, and I'll be honest and let you know, no, okay, I see exactly what you was talking about. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. So I mean, so it's kind of the same thing that's come now with the where, why, and the how. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Is all the same, is all lead to the same thing. So that's why I said that once you find out, like the question is not to break, it's not it's not all the alternative, it's more the main, is either one, just one of them.
But Raul though too, that is also, it can be a trap too. Even those things,
that's what I'm
saying.
They
help you. You didn't say that. You didn't say that, but now you saying it.
I'm basically saying all the alternative is a trap to got you like.
But you didn't say that. You didn't say that at first until I just said it. So.
No, you're definitely right. I didn't specifically saying that, but when you bring it, I'm agreeing with you to saying that's basically what I'm saying.
Oh, like so. Not saying that it cannot be utilized to do a certain thing, but because who's to say, like, okay, like if I was to say how they got the compass north, south, east, west, right?
Yeah.
If I was to say north was Dorf, and I would say south was mouth. Mm-hmm. And I would say east was beast, and I say west was best. Those are my rules. Like everybody got their own rules to every fucking thing. It's always comes down to an acceptance of saying, okay, this makes sense, and I accept this as a reality. It's not that is the only reality or the only possibility. That's not the case. It just say, I accept this. This makes sense to me. I agree with you.
Mm-hmm. I agree. And this is what I would do. And when you start making your own terminology, this is what I was kind of talking about to say. That'll
create a whole different world, bro. If motherfuckers literally start defining everything that they say that's different from what is already explained to them, you will see a whole different world within certain areas of people that don't agree with the consensus of what's already been agreed upon.
Exactly, and that's what I was trying to say when I said that nature already have her way, because nature already showed the difference between us and the trees when we all know we all related. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, this is a certain thing.
And the animals when we all related.
No,
so
that's
now
right.
man trying to come in the middle, you know what I'm saying, and create.
That's right. That's right about that is right about nature. But see, I do agree with Nadi to a certain point, because nature can be manipulated. It can be manipulated, but how can I say, and there's no absolute, because there's no absolute with nature, because there's certain things you could put into nature and you may not necessarily always know the outcome. And even you can put the same thing into nature and you may get multiple different outcomes depending on certain things. So I just I mean, when you I like what Nadi was saying, like part of the soul. But I do think that nature has. I do believe. I can't prove it, but I do believe nature that has a soul. I do absolutely believe that. Animals, all that shit. I believe that. I can't prove it, but I believe it.
But so what you basically saying, Nadi, what part you basically saying you agree with Nadi saying?
As far as the intention with nature, as far as the choice, when he was talking about the choice thing, like the choice of nature it, I think I agree as far as them not having a choice to a certain degree though. It's not like completely, but it still is a choice. But it can be manipulated. But just because it's manipulated, don't mean it's gonna be the same result. That doesn't mean it doesn't mean that.
Well, to me, I don't know if it's the same result, but what I was saying is that I agree that it can be manipulated because we are the extension of nature, and that's why we are manipulating it. Is because we think that the animals, like I said, in the trees, and can defend themselves, and we treat them the way we want to treat them. And again, that's why I said other people felt like, man, we wasn't worthy enough to defend ourselves, and they wanted to treat us as certain thing, as I'm saying, lower than what we are.
My thing is certain things, if they're left alone, they're gonna do what they're gonna do, bro. And within whatever they do, that's the realm of their rule. Like whatever is acceptable to them, that go for animals, that go for plants, that go for anything. You let anything do what it's do without bothering it, it's gonna do what it do. So there really ain't no, you know what I'm saying? But you can come in and affect a certain change to the environment where it may do something different. But that don't mean that it ain't gonna do what it does. That doesn't mean that. Like it still has its way of being or doing.
That's the thing. We are acting as nature when nature already set the blueprint for we just, like you said, we just supposed to just be. But we went and changing things because we felt like we are qualified because it's available to us. When nature just make everything available to just be themselves, not to be not available.
That's why I talk about other type of species of being able to, like, bro, like come on, man, like on some real shit. Even now, who even really thinking about manipulating nature? Like to me, a lot of things that's going on is something that, like, I don't know, man. And see, this with the higher power and the fallen angels and all this shit, because there's a higher, to me, there's a higher, I don't want to say higher, but there's a certain intelligence that does certain things to expose certain information for people to basically come upon and be able to utilize that shit to manipulate this shit, bro.
Of course.
Because if if everything was just left alone, not tempered with, we would see a natural world blossom.
Facts.
We wouldn't see a contaminated world. That's something else to me, in my mind, in my belief. There's some other perspective being added to the natural progression of what we consider as humans, bro.
Yeah, I agree 100%.
It's just like, come on, man, because there's too many things I can name right now where it makes so much sense of where it shouldn't be, where it could be something that's beneficial to everybody and not just certain motherfuckers. It's too many shit I can name right now. Why are certain things only beneficial to certain motherfuckers? Why is that the case?
I mean,
to me, that's some type of interference. Some type of interference is going on, bro. Some type of interference, man.
To me, that's kind of why my debate was with word earlier. You got what I'm saying? It's kind of proof that what you're saying right now. You got what I'm saying? If everything was the way nature is supposed to be, you know what I'm saying? With the outside influence,
we wouldn't even be having these problems. We wouldn't even be having these discussions, honestly.
Yeah, we'll be going straight. But in history, show that it is recorded that, you got what I'm saying, that we come in contact with some outside.
Yeah, man, it's some interference. It's some interference going on, man. That's absolutely some interference going on, and people don't want to have those conversations either, man. It's some absolutely interference going on. This technological shit is not natural. This robotic shit is not natural, bro.
Period.
It's not fucking natural, bro. Type of ways we can communicate. We use like telepathy. That's real.
Period.
I could talk to you in your mind right now, depending on the type of level we on and the type of vibe we on. I'll be able to talk to your mind. You'll be able to talk to mine without a phone. I'll be able to feel your fucking energy if you come in the room, or if I come in the room, you'll be able to feel my energy, bro. Like this, that takes no technological, physical thing in order to transfer that.
The indigenous people, bro, and of Haiti,
I'm
bro,
just, man, I'm telling you, man.
they use the water to FaceTime each other from a whole another continent before they even have phone to FaceTime, nigga. So I do
I'm
agree
telling
with
you,
you.
man.
We use nature, we use the forces of nature in order to communicate, like our ability. But this
What
technology, of
about
course, it is more
hey Raul, what about the projector? Don't you got a projector in your mind?
yeah.
I got a projector in mine.
You got
So
one on
what
the side too.
so what I need a screen for at that point?
Right. Literally.
I can watch movies in my head.
Mm-hmm.
So
Hey, that's why.
what the fuck we talking to? Like, man, this shit weird, man.
Hey, that's why they got all these brothers under mind control, bro. It's because they love, like, you know what I'm saying, what's in these brothers' mind. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We gonna bring this show to an end. I gotta hit the bed. It's about 5 in the AM around here.
My bad, Cyphers, man. I ain't meant to come in here and just like, coming with the machete and shit, but shit, man. It's my second time coming into your shit, man. But man, I fuck with it though, man. I always on some expansive mind shit. That mentalism, man. Where we at? What we doing? Where we going? You know what I'm saying? We just talking shit, or we actually trying to do something with our thoughts. You know what I'm saying? We gonna hold hands. We gonna try to move mountains. We gonna put a hole in the ground. What we gonna do? We gonna try to discover what the fuck is this shit? Where the water source coming from? They say this motherfucking water come from space. It
Hey,
don't look
man.
like that to me though. Like it's so many different, man. So many different things. My bad. My fault. Type. Go ahead. My fault. Let me shut up. Go ahead.
Nah, man, you good, man. And like I said, man, that as long as you spend information and it's flowing right with everybody, man, that's cool, man. You always welcome. Um, I dig your flow too. Your vibe is pretty dope. So you always welcome. This is everybody else. Appreciate everybody coming through. Um, it was pretty live, and y'all had Root and Raul had a pretty cool debate earlier. Appreciate Raul coming through, giving you information as well. Um, y'all got any ending statements? Floor is open.
Oh, nah, peace, bro. And I appreciate you, bro, for always let me come up here. You know what I'm saying? Like, even when you disagree, like I always say, bro, but you always let me come and give my 1-2, bro. I appreciate you for that. But with that being said, peace and much love, bro.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Let me say, man. Let me say, hello. Yeah. Can you hear me? I was just gonna say, man. Like I've done certain type of research for certain things, as far as understanding literature and all, like certain like language. Period, man. There is a philosophy behind every language, even though there may not be a structured philosophy, but within any language there is a certain mindset within the language to get motherfuckers to have a certain judgment or perspective on life. What I'm trying to say, what I want to say is, have that available to you as far as any type of learning of any type of language, but still have your raw idea of everything too, to where it's not even something that you can explain right now. It's an idea that you have in your mind, where it doesn't have a language right now, but it's an idea. And later on through time, maybe you may be able to produce the idea. But right now, it's just in the rawest form of it. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I got some other shit I want to. When it comes to uh, 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 energy, when I talked about the certain mathematics, there's a certain thing I said too last time too. If we had true mathematics and we had true science, we wouldn't find ourselves in a certain situation that we're in. We'll be able, we'll be able to figure out how to get out of this shit and profit or benefit from such mathematics and sciences. So we've been delivered false information to keep us within a certain place to where we can't we're blocked from access of certain things. Who's to say that we can't get together right now to establish any type of architecture, certain keys, like it's a certain thing. Like if you go, you can only access this type of thinking if you go to this certain school. But no, the people on the streets, we can get together and collect our minds too, and collect these type of ideas and start to develop these things. But we're so compartmentalized and separate amongst our thinking to where we're not able to gather our thinking to create something that's revolutionary to society or the world. You know what I'm saying? But it's doable. It's possible. It's possible. And then when it comes to the past, present, future, we are the past. We are the present and we are the future, man. We all of that shit. If we wasn't that, we wouldn't even be able to have this. We wouldn't even be able to talk like this at all. There wouldn't be these type of discussions that's going on a daily basis. Second, minute, hour, all of that shit is philosophy. Date. Why your date? What today? What they call it? What they call today? Monday? Where the fuck that come from? Why ain't it that we just all in one moment, one congruent moment, and we just going through the motions and the cycles of whatever the fuck and wherever the fuck we are? Who the fuck said that? You got a time limit. You a certain age. This is every second, every ticking. Who said that?
Right.
So yeah, man, I don't want to keep dragging it, but yeah, I got a lot more shit to say, but yeah, I'm gonna just end it right there. But yeah, man, I appreciate your service, man. Have me up here, man. Straight up. I love my people, man. Peace out.
Peace out, man. Peace and love to you, man. Have a great night. Good morning. Yeah, man. It's we ending the show right here. You know, thanks for everybody coming through on the Smokers Lounge. It's dope. You know, after debate build, after party type, you know, we had great discussions. And you know, everybody who came through that was new, you know, we love the information that was delivered. You know, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Click that bell. Know that when we coming on live, so you can come on live to get that information too. Spit that crack with us. You know, we all here trying to get this information and get somewhere with it. So over here it's about progression and unity. So we're gonna keep that up, man. It's love, family, love yourself, take care of yourself. And we out.